time to let them know. It's time to let them know. Big fan of the shirts today, by the way. The white shirts. Always think the white shirts look better than the red for the crowd. Corey, what's going on, my man?
What's up?
I just gave you your VIP, so can you see the game?
No.
Okay, let's see. Let me see what I could do. Dr. Manhattan, I'll get to that 1 second. Let me make sure Corey, did I get the wrong Corey Walsh? Are there multiple Corey Walshes again? I don't know. Let's see. As you have it, I'm gonna turn it off and on again. The old fashioned
of course
troubleshooting technique. There, I just did it again for you. Did that work?
No, now it's saying playback unavailable in my area.
Let me see. Your name is just Corey Walsh, right? Nothing else on here? Yeah. What it looks like.
Corey Walsh _ yeah.
Oh, the unders. Okay, so well, there's someone just named Corey Walsh without an underscore. They had a VIP. Let me give you a VIP now.
There we go.
Okay, now you have it. So either there's a fake Corey or maybe that was the old Corey account. I don't know. Either way, now the correct Corey has. Okay, let me.
Yeah, that was the fake one.
Jeez, man, it's so crazy. It's you and Mike. They impersonated Mike too. I want to get to Dr. Manhattan's chat though, because he said what thoughts on last, and the chat's going quick, so I want to get it before I forget. He said pure copium, but the Cavs take game 2, and then Garland, Hunter, and Mobley are back on Friday. I'll be honest with you, that's probably copium, but I'm here for it. Let's start off step 1, win game 2. The rest we can get there when we get there. Corey, what's the vibes right now? What's your vibe check entering this game?
I think this is pretty pivotal. I think overall, I know obviously like the Cavs aren't down and out if they go down 2-0, and I don't think this game necessarily paints a picture of how the rest of the series is going to go. But I think being down 0-2 and you having to win pretty much 4 of the next 5 or...
Yeah, 4 of the next 5, 3 would be on the road. There's a reason why it basically never happens. And I know, like I said earlier, people on Twitter were upset at me for saying that today. But, like, yeah, it's really bad if we go down 0-2. I joked and said the series is over. I've exaggerated just a little bit. But there's a reason why teams don't come back from going down 0-2, especially when you're the home team. It's like this is as close to a must-win game as you could possibly get. That's not an elimination game.
Yeah, and I think if the Cavs win like 2 of the next 4 or next 3, then everything kind of rebalances out. But I mean, game 1 losses happen for the home teams. 3 of the 4 teams thus far have lost their opening game. But I feel like the Cavs have the most pressure on them going into game 2 of the 3.
Yeah, especially because of the injuries, right? Like that's the big difference to me is like OKC. Sure, you're upset you lost game 1, but at least everyone's still healthy. Same thing with Boston, although Kristaps is dealing with that like weird illness again. So it's a little bit different. First play, Halliburton to the rim. Beat Allen off the switch pretty quickly.
I think Allen
that goes
is pivotal in this game. Just I feel like, in the games without Mobley, we've kind of seen Allen rise.
Your mic's cutting out just a little bit. I could hear what you said, but it is cutting out a little bit. Good move from Mitchell there.
Yeah, Allen has been a key factor when Mobley hasn't been in games before. And I think him and Mitchell kind of have really good chemistry between the two of them. But we saw last game that Allen was kind of getting dragged out by Halliburton time and time again. So hopefully seeing how Allen stands as the lone big will be interesting to see how Indiana attacks him.
Yeah, I said over and over again during game 1 and on Twitter afterwards that the one big lineup is probably the way to go in this series. And I think the monkey's paw happened where Mobley got injured and I got my wish granted the wrong way. Here we go, Jarrett. Well, it's a good look, though. Just got to knock it down.
The worst thing you can do, too, is just kind of succumb to Indiana's pace. The more you kind of want to play at this fast tempo. I know the Cavs can also play fast, but the Cavs, I feel like, have more flexibility to play at a variety of paces, and Indiana's offense is heavily predicated on that offensive tempo.
For sure, yeah. If you could slow the game down, you'd be better off. Right here, I just want to point this out. I know I'm becoming like the Ty Jerome hater. I'm really not. But the fact that this dude can't get the ball up the court, I know Strus committed the foul, but like he's really struggled against full court pressure all year long. And it's just where you already are missing Darius Garland again. That's the foul on Strus, but like he fouled him because Jerome can't get up the court. All right, it's a good closeout. There we go. Good stuff, Jerome. I promise I'm not a Ty Jerome hater.
It also kind of going off that contested look, like just a little more effort on closeouts on the defensive end, also a huge part of this game.
Hell yes. Yeah. Yeah, intensity's got to be better at the start, too, because they started to contest shots in like the third quarter, but the first quarter they were bad. And at that point, Indiana already saw the ball go through the hoop like 10 times from three, and they're like, I don't even care if you're contesting now. I'm already on fire.
Yeah, it's really hard to stop momentum when it built up the way Indiana had it. That even when Cleveland was able to make their comeback, Indiana still had it in their holster.
Yep. Good defensive stand there from Jarrett Allen. BG, Jarrett, what's going on, guys? What's up? Cavs LQ. Brian, Mr. Red Pants. Ooh, big block from Miles Turner. Old kid. Yeah, I know. We got a lot of people here in the chat. Let's see. I'll shout out everybody again. Dylan, Dan, Aura, Brilliant Damage, Kiki, Cavs LQ, Free Fries, Nas the God, Old Kid, BG, QQ Uncle Fonzie, Cool Guy, Dr. Manhattan, Samra, Mr. Red Pants, Jarrett, and Giannis07 plus 31 visitors. Welcome in, everybody. It was a long list.
Yeah, I was going to say, you kind of ripped it off.
I'm going to go through 50 of them. I knew there was probably a lot of visitors. That's why I thought it would be easy.
When you said you're going to rip through them, I'm like, what? And then I looked at there was more. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
There was more chatters than I thought. I thought there was going to be like 40 visitors. There was only 30. But hey, what can I say? We got a great. Oh God, Ty Jerome. Did he just get hurt?
Looks like it. Unless he was just turning to the ref. He got up. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see. It looks like he's okay. One thing that Ty Jerome did last game that I didn't really even focus on, but I heard a lot of other podcasts mention it. He was complaining to the refs way too much. Like right here, let's see. He got hit. He did get hit, but like he stopped after the play and just complained a lot. Cavs got it. You can't, even if you are getting fouled, you can't get into this game where you're focusing on the referees if you're the Cavs. That's something that I think they need to avoid. You can't get frustrated with the officiating. You just got to play through it. Something
that also needs to be noted with Jerome is like we haven't really seen long stretches where Jerome has gone cold and things haven't fallen his way. It feels like we've gone through a season where everything kind of falls in Jerome's way. The refs give him the whistle a decent amount. So like how is Jerome affected when the defense is kind of scheming to stop what he does best and the ref isn't giving him the regular season whistle? Because the Ty Jerome magic, it's been a great ride, but it hasn't had a lot of bumps. So
exactly. Yeah. I kind of jokingly tweeted like Ty Jerome. Oh, let's go, Donovan. So one thing I'll say real quick before I get to the Jerome topic, Donovan Mitchell tore it up in the paint in game one. I think Jackson tweeted it, 12 of 19 shooting in the paint in game one for Mitchell. Or no, that can't be right. Is it? No, it was. Yeah, because he was 13 of 30 overall. So he's 12 of 19 in the paint, 1 for 11 from the three-point line. He's done a really good job getting into the teeth of the defense. But back to Ty Jerome. I jokingly tweeted that he hasn't had back-to-back bad games all year, which I'm sure isn't true, but it feels like he hasn't gone through an extended stretch where he struggled. So hopefully it doesn't happen now. Hopefully no one else gets injured. Good God. Pacers are physical as hell, man. That looked pretty dirty, a trip. I don't know. I'd like to see a replay of that.
I also don't know if Indiana's fast pace is something that kind of works with Jerome's pace of play either. I feel like pushing Jerome faster, but Jerome kind of has like that methodical, slow the pace down half court is where he really thrives. The more that they're in transition, I feel like Jerome only really excels at the pull-up jumper in transition, but that's it.
Yeah. It felt like Jerome got sped up in that first game. To a degree where I really felt like he made some bad decisions with the ball, but so far been better. That one floater attempt was a bit rushed, but that was a good driving kick to Mitchell that ended up turning into a Strus 3 after the ball went out of bounds.
Dean Wade on Halliburton is not an ideal matchup for Halliburton. I think he did not. I think there's a reason that he immediately asked Turner to come up, bring Allen up.
I'm glad you said that because Dean Wade was really, really good on defense last game, and I saw some people hating on him. But here we go. Oh, I need Ty Jerome to go crazy from three. I don't remember what he shot first game, but it wasn't good from three.
I think a lot of people get aggravated, and for good reason, on the Dean Wade offensive mindset. It feels like he shot, like we've brought it up before, but I feel like I've never seen a more competent shooter unwilling to shoot the ball.
Exactly.
And but the perimeter defense has always been top notch from Dean Wade. And if you think he doesn't have value on the floor because he's only going to shoot the ball 5 times, that might be valid, but he's going to bring an insane amount of value on the defensive end that this team doesn't have, especially with Mobley out.
Agreed completely. Mitchell smoked the layup right there, but Dean Wade, he's going to be real important in this game too. The rebound and the defense, I think, like you said, because he's so gun shy on offense, and you look at the box score and it's like 0 points from Dean Wade, people get upset. But another good take from Mitchell, good strip from Turner. But I think people unfairly criticize Wade's defense as a way of just like venting their frustrations for his offense too. It's like, oh well, he sucks on defense too. It's like, well, that's just not true. The game one. Outside of Mobley, he was probably the best defender on the floor for Cleveland. He was one of the guys that I mentioned a bunch, and I wanted to pull clips of this, but it's hard to find the defensive clips. The Cavs, they miscommunicated a whole bunch on defense. Donovan, Jarrett, DeAndre, like everybody, Strus and Okoro, it was like they were getting their wires crossed. Dean Wade was like the only guy who I saw multiple times in his like 15 minutes on the court correctly switch and communicate, and like even off ball scram switches, like there's a mismatch here and Wade recognizes it and switches with Mitchell before the ball gets swinged to him. Like he was executing all that perfectly in a way that literally no one else in the Cavs was. I saw him one-on-one against Halliburton hold his own. I saw him one-on-one against Siakam hold his own. Like Wade's very versatile. We always say, like, you know, if Dean Wade could just threes with confidence, he would be the glue guy that the Cavs have been missing. And we're probably going to be saying it today too, but already a good contested rebound. We saw, you know, Halliburton clearly doesn't want to have to target Dean Wade. He would prefer to guard someone or to go against someone else. So we're Dean Wade fans over here, even though we understand he usually leaves you wanting more, but we believe in the Dean Wolf on this broadcast.
Yeah, I was going to say, he does do it, like he'll sprinkle in a nice offensive game to make you think the "we're back" meme is ready to go. But then quickly, like, you think it could be a start of something new and it just reverts right back.
Yeah. Aura asked, hey, do you think in our situation these Jarrett Allen switches on Hallie are avoidable? So we'll see as the game goes on. In game one, they opened up and Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, but Jarrett Allen especially, the Cavs did not switch. They tried to avoid giving up that switch. And so the Pacers just went pick and pop over and over again. And Siakam hit 2 threes out of it. I think Nesmith got a 3 off of it. Like the Pacers just hit everything. And so it got to the point where quickly you had to adjust and switch, because if you don't switch, you're giving up a pretty decent 3-point look. Obviously, there's problems switching too. But right now we see the Cavs are switching. If Indiana doesn't shoot the ball that well this game, which I don't know what they're shooting so far, but it doesn't seem as good as it did first game to start off, maybe the Cavs stop switching as often. Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where the process works, but the result just isn't what the Cavs were looking for. And the Pacers are probably, like them and the Celtics and the Cavs are probably the 3 best 3-point shooting teams in the East. So it's kind of like, yes, Indiana was red hot, but I don't think that there's going to be many games in this series either where they just go ice cold from 3. So you just kind of have to work with those switches.
Exactly. Yeah, this is what I was saying too, is like, sure, 52% is somewhat of an outlier. It's one of the best shooting games they've had all year, but it wasn't an accident. This is not like some random fluky team getting hot.
It's not like the Magic going 52% from 3 where you can go like, oh man, they're going to shoot, but they'll regress back to their mean. Yeah. Indiana's mean is still like, they'll have good 3-point shooting games.
Yeah. So that's something not to entirely dismiss because do they shoot 52% again? I hope not. That would be pretty crazy. But like they could shoot above 40% in most of these games, and it shouldn't be a surprise. Strus getting to the line here.
Kind of surprised he didn't just take that three.
Yeah. Yeah. So 9-9 with about halfway through the first quarter. I would say if the Cavs manage to turn this into a rock fight, I'm not saying the Cavs win the game, but that's preferable for the Cavs. With this unit, I don't know how you don't have that much offensive firepower anymore. You still got plenty, but I think it's more preferable that you slow this game down, turn it into a grind them out, roll around in the mud and fight with them rather than, kind of the hectic, fast-paced 3-point shootout that the first game was.
It's also going to be a game within a game of how do you manage the Mitchell-less minutes, because without really any, I guess Ty Jerome, but you don't have like a Mobley or a Garland where their like presence completely alters an opponent's game plan when they're on the floor. Now it's going to be for the Pacers, like, let's really put our foot on the gas in these Mitchell-less minutes. And how can the Cavs with their duct taped lineup figure it out?
That was a really deep three. Yeah.
And that's not how you do it.
As you're saying that, like, you look at this lineup and it's like, where does the offense come from? Ty Jerome, I guess, but like no one is really elite at creating stuff, or like no one's an elite playmaker or table setter. It's going to be tough in this lineup. I will say, though, good defense from the Cavs. There's a foul right there, unfortunately, right as I was saying it. But I think that graphic said 4 minutes without a field goal. Good start defensively for the Cavs.
Yeah, this lineup, going off what you said, just screams that it's going to be Ty Jerome, Jarrett Allen pick and roll, and then spray out to the corners with Merrill and Strus. And then Okoro, you know what? Maybe he'll have a backdoor cut every once in a while. But yeah, you're kind of really just projecting what your offense is going to be with this lineup. I don't think there's much room for versatility.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's so. Yuri on YouTube says if the Cavs win, will Twitter talk about how the Cavs are better without Evan, Dre, and Darius? This is why the whole Darius Garland thing was stupid, and I know I've rallied on this a whole bunch already. But like, guess what? When Darius Garland was healthy and available, we never talked about can you win the non-Donovan Mitchell minutes because you had Darius Garland out there, so it wasn't as much of a concern. Now Donovan Mitchell sits, and you're like, holy shit, how do we get offense? Before, Darius Garland was out there. You would always have one of these elite shot creators on the floor. So the idea or the notion that they were ever better without Darius Garland in their back pocket is just ridiculous. 2 fouls on Mathurin already.
Also, there's just really obvious answers with what are some of the major differences between this team this season and last season? Darius Garland being healthy, huge factor. Turns out when you have an all-star on the floor, it kind of helps.
Sam, let's go, Sam. Oh my God, Merrill Mania would send me into Mania tonight. That would be crazy. Cavs defense has been so good to start off. Oh, don't make me regret it. He missed. That was the thing, is like, so Indiana hit all their open shots in game 1 and all the contested ones. Even when you leave guys open, you assume they're not going to make every single shot. And so right there, oh man, Ty Jerome has not had any juice attacking the basket this series. Sorry.
This season he is sucked.
Yeah. I meant to say this series. We're getting some breaks here. Oh.
Jarrett Allen showing how it's done, how you really pass.
Yeah, he said that's how you throw a lob to a real athlete, a.k.a. Isaac Okoro. Backdoor cut already. Check the box already, Corey. We already got the backdoor cut from Okoro.
Isaac Okoro revenge game, telling Obi Toppin versus Isaac Okoro draft battle.
We're playing Okoro bingo. We got the backdoor cut. Next, we got to get the side of the backboard 3, followed by the offensive rebound. Hopefully he'll, stifle someone in the backcourt or something. But what's another Okoro bingo that we could check off our box? The drive and kick, the old fashioned drive into the paint and kick the ball out to nobody.
Having the really awe-inspiring dribble sequence that makes us think that there should be more Okoro ball handling possessions.
You know what I've been waiting to see, and I never dropped this take, but it was something that I considered. I don't know if we'll ever see it in this series, but I kind of feel like it could happen at least once. if Okoro sets the screen and Halliburton is on him, we could get an Okoro post up. Because Okoro, like it's probably not going to happen, and I don't think it should happen. But I have seen Okoro post up weaker guards before and actually be a bucket down low. So it could be a scenario where he screens, rolls with Halliburton on him, steals him, you dump the ball to him, and you're not going to let Okoro post up on the block, but it could be like a seal in the paint. You give him the ball and he scores. I'm just saying that's on my bingo. That's on my board. All right, if it hits,
I think that's automatic bingo.
Aware. Yeah, that's automatic bingo. Okoro post up on the block with a mismatch, automatic bingo.
Exactly. So what we're basically saying is, if Okoro does that, A++ grade from Tony.
Yes, absolutely. My grades were a little bit controversial last game. People were not too happy with them. Some people really enjoyed them. Other people did not.
You can't satisfy everyone, Tony.
Someone was very happy that I gave Dean Wade an A- despite having 0 points. And let's be clear, a Dean Wade A- is very different from like a Donovan Mitchell C+. I get like they're different.
You grade on the curve.
Our expectations. Yeah, it's a curve. Dean Wade A- means he came in, played a lead on defense, didn't shoot the ball. If he had literally hit 2 threes, it would have been an A++. You know what I mean? Like this is Dean Wade. Ty Jerome, I kind of controversially gave him an F grade for game 1, which was maybe a bit harsh. He did have 21 points.
You didn't like on 20 shots?
It took him 20 shots, and like he only turned the ball over once. But I swear to you, 5 of those shot attempts could just be considered a turnover because he got blocked on 4 of them. And the one pull-up 3 in transition in the fourth quarter was like the worst version of the Ty Jerome pull-up because he didn't even set his feet. He just he rushed into it. It was a 1-on-4. Again, I got to be clear because the YouTube comments and the Fear the Sword comments think that I'm a Ty Jerome hater. I love Ty Jerome. I think he's amazing for nobody saw this coming from him. Last game was just not a good Ty Jerome game. It's just he could be much better than that.
Why are we not allowed to say that players have bad games?
I don't know.
Without it being an indictment of like your fandom.
Well, and like one of the comments said, and not to just harp on comments, that everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not up here. This isn't my soapbox where I just complain about the Fear the Sword comments. But someone was like, "Wow, are we already treating Ty Jerome like a $35 million a year player, or like 4-year $35 million player or whatever?" And it's like, kinda. We're not treating him like the minimum player he was at the start of the year. I'm expecting more from him.
We're treating him like the player that we've seen the entire season.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to be like, oh, well, Ty Jerome in 2022 was scrapping minutes on the Warriors. So this is great that he can play on the floor.
I want to shout out that stat that they just showed: 6 assists on 6 made baskets for the Cavs. I did not feel like the ball was moving around very well in game 1. Again, not having Donovan Mitchell. Right there, you see the effect of not having a second big on the floor or even just anybody who could protect the rim backside.
Oh, man, we're going Summer League Sam here.
Yeah, this is Sam Merrill initiating the action.
Yep. Just basically him with an upgraded Isaiah Mobley.
Oh, good. Oh, let's go. Good roll from Allen. I like that Allen caught that ball, and he really didn't have much of an advantage, but he went into the paint anyway. He could have easily caught that and looked to redirect it out to one of the corner, to either to Strus in the corner or Merrill on the wing, but he caught it, went straight to the basket, drew a foul. That's the type of Jarrett Allen we're going to need tonight, right? Like there's no Evan Mobley. So you need Jarrett Allen to give you some points. You need him to let him meow.
Underrated headline of this matchup: Battle of the Nerdy Bigs.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Between Miles Turner being a Lego guy and Jarrett Allen being like a Nintendo guy, we got really a duel here.
Jarrett Allen might be a Lego guy as well. I would bet. Legos versus computer science. Yeah. Thomas Bryant in the game. No, Demo, he's not in their rotation. Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm complaining about comments too much. I'm going to stop complaining about YouTube comments.
I saw that comment. It's like, why are we spending so much time on Thomas Bryant?
And they're like, you just exposed yourself. We're never watching the Pacers. Thomas Bryant doesn't even play. I'm like,
Tony, you're a casual, dude.
I saw him on the court. I guarantee. I'm sure I know he's not a huge rotational player, but he gets on the court.
I also think uttering like Thomas Bryant in general, I don't think many casual fans know that Thomas Bryant's even in the NBA anymore. Never mind.
Pacers. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not out there for many minutes at all. But
so he'll probably think he's still on the Wizards.
Oh,
Oh,
let's go. Cavs are doing a really good job getting to the paint, drawing fouls. Donovan Mitchell has had no issue getting into the paint, which is encouraging. I like to see a 3-point shot drop for him, but hey, he gets it the old-fashioned way right here.
another thing going off of the 6 assists that's really important is that with a Mitchell-led offense, the worst thing that could probably happen to the Cavs is that they become over-reliant on Mitchell on ball and that he generates all of his opportunities for like just kind of like hero ball type mentality. And seeing the 6 assists in that beginning of the game is a good sign that the offense, we just want it to flow normally despite the personnel that's there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I know they don't have Darius Garland, but Donovan Mitchell is capable of distributing the ball at an elite level and running this offense. And I don't think that he took that approach in game one. Understandably, he wanted to score because that's another thing that you're missing without Darius. But I don't think there needs to be a balance. And I think the balance so far from everybody has been much better. Yeah, old kid mentioned that. That's a really, really big stat that I think showcases what I'm saying. The Cavs had 230 total passes last game, which is like 50 fewer than the average for the regular season. So they just weren't moving the ball.
That's kind of crazy.
2 fouls on Allen, by the way. Get ready to learn Tristan Thompson. Javonte Green's out there. Here's a steal for Mitchell.
Oh, please don't.
Pacers are also very small right now, so it helps.
Oh,
and he turns it over. Yeah, Siakam's playing center for the Pacers right now. I guess Okoro's playing center for the Cavs. I don't even know.
With the personnel that's out here, I would have preferred it be Dean, but
yeah,
I guess for the phicality, that makes sense.
Another stop. Old kid. It was 50 fewer passes than the least passing team in the league. So yeah, the Cavs were not moving the ball in game one.
Oh, let's go. Point Okoro, baby.
Here we go. Oh. Hey, he's got Nembhard on him. Post up on the block. Damn it. Nembhard's strong, actually. I shouldn't even say that for him. It's like McConnell. If you get McConnell on him, then you can do the Okoro post up. Another don't get injured. Good God. All right, I gotta say it. I'm getting tired of seeing Indiana Pacers players push us in the air. It's getting a little old. All right. Yeah. You got to protect players when they're airborne. They called the foul, but let's see this right here. Donovan Mitchell in the air. Not nearly as bad as any of the stuff that we saw in game one, but still.
A little bit of a sell, but
yeah, it's not as bad as I thought.
When you fall after you hit the ground, get your momentum, it's a little tough of a sell for me.
Ooh. All right. Good start to the game, though. I will say that 21-13. This defense looks much better than it did in game one. So far, it's still too early. I always say whether the Cavs are winning or losing, I always say first quarter, you don't throw it out the window, but you gotta wait a little bit for the game to really settle into any trend. But so far, good stuff for the Cavs.
Oh, wow.
$8 points already for Donovan Mitchell. Good start for him for sure. Really interesting lineups for both teams right here. Just going so small.
Rick Carlisle's not afraid to go deep on that bench.
Yeah. Dean Wade sucks, guys. Someone made a shot over him. Take him out the game.
It was a nice idea while it lasted.
Donovan one-on-one here. No problem getting to the rim. Lost the ball there again. This is the second time we've seen that happen, but he's getting to the rim at will, which is a good sign.
You would hope that the help defense from Indiana is going to open up some good looks, especially as Mitchell just keeps on dragging out their weaker defenders and switches.
Yep. All right, ball moving around here. This is what I like. See, just quick actions. Move the ball. If you don't have anything, give it up to the next man. Oh, dude, Mitchell's hit the ground too often.
Yeah, I'm not loving the. I love the aggressiveness. I don't know if I love all the free throws and hardwood hits that we're getting though. Somebody tells me by the fourth quarter he might not like it.
I was going to say, as the game goes on, you hit the ground every 30 seconds. It's going to add up.
Maybe give Isaac Okoro some of those opportunities.
Let Okoro take a couple falls.
He's a tough guy. I did put a bet my Evan Mobley Defensive Player of the Year winnings into a 40-point game from Donovan Mitchell. So I will say,
get it. Let's do it.
Yeah, it was a pretty insane $9 payout. You know,
you had to get in during the Draymond push. That was the best time right there. Unless you did it before the season.
I did it in once the minutes after Wembanyama was announced out.
Yeah. Oh, Herro goes down.
No. Walker, you live with that.
Air ball. Let's go, Cavs.
That's the process that bit us in the ass in game 1. But if you stick with letting Jarrett Walker shoot open threes, it does pay out in the end.
First quarter, that variance is swinging back the other way. The Cavs aren't even really hitting threes themselves, but
that was
reverse jinx. Reverse jinx for the first time ever. Let's go. Let's go. The reverse jinx finally went the right way for me. Just as I was saying the Cavs haven't hit threes, Sam unleashes his second three-pointer of the game. Off of a Donovan Mitchell, not even a drive, but you can just see that pressure that he's applying on the defense. Nesmith kind of cheating over, going to the nail, trying to stop that Mitchell drive, kicks it out to previously his best friend. Like, people forget Donovan Mitchell and Sam Merrill were demolishing teams in 2024 and late 2023. They were eviscerating their opponents. And so if we can get back to that, I'm going to be feeling good.
The Money Merrill vibes.
It's so back. Pink Bunny on YouTube says, do you think that's the overall length of the Pacers that is messing with Ty? He's dependent on his floater to get to the rest of his game going, and he just isn't getting the ball over like DG would. Yeah, I think the athleticism and the length is bothering Ty a little bit because he hasn't been able to beat anybody off the dribble consistently, at least. And I think he's been surprised by the length of Halliburton and Nembhard and Turner when trying to get that floater off, because he got blocked 4 times in game 1. And I think he was surprised by all 4. And listen, the dude was hitting smothered shots all year long, but he's got to find a way to actually get them off, because right now he's not even getting the shots off. He got blocked, like I said, 4 times last game. I think he was already blocked once tonight. So got to find a way to get that shot off. Got to adjust here.
He also has to find a way to play at a different pace than his internal rhythm. I feel like, that's something that people complain a lot with Harden about. Like, when Harden isn't allowed to play at his regular season pacing, his offense kind of just feels like everything is a step behind. And if Jerome isn't able to kind of hit those same buttons over and over, where as we saw in game 1, we haven't seen a version of Ty Jerome that overcomes a lapse or overcomes immense struggle. So this series alone will be a good growth opportunity for Jerome. Hopefully just not at the Cavs don't pay the price for Jerome learning postseason lessons.
Yeah. Great defense from right there. By the way, Donovan Mitchell just walling off TJ McConnell. 7 turnovers, Cavs you already for Indiana. So listen, I said at the start, Pacers turned it over 16 times last game. Didn't think it would be sorry, we got it back. We got it back. Didn't think they'd manage to turn them over as often this game, but get in there. Let's go. Yeah, good start defensively.
They're pushing.
Yeah.
Good
job from Sam.
Let Mathurin dribble into the corner.
All right, Thomas Bryant, post up.
Over. Javante.
Let's go. Come on, give me one more.
He's going to stick.
Apollo's hype for this defense. Sam.
Bang.
Let's go, Sam. We're officially on Merrill Mania watch. One more stop.
Give me one more Merrill game. Apollo was barking. He knows that Merrill Mania.
He's barking. This means something to Apollo. This means something to him. Shoot it. I don't think he got it off in time.
No, he definitely didn't. But, it would have been cool. Carry the momentum.
It would have been sweet. Cool guy. Sometimes you got to let the dog off the chain. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a muzzle on the dog. He saw that defense. He had to let him know. He saw what Sam Merrill was doing. I can't muzzle him during that. Man. Great first quarter for the Cavs. Everything you want to see, coming out with the energy, setting the tone right away. Indiana's offense has been completely in the mud. I'd imagine they have more turnovers than made field goals right now. I'm going to pull up the box score, but I'd imagine that's actually the case.
Let's go, Cavs.
Paolo's digging through the trash as we speak. Cool guy. He actually will not do that if I'm home. If I leave, then he'll go do it. But if I'm home, he doesn't do it. So it's funny. Sometimes there's been times where I was getting ready to leave and then I forgot my phone or something. And I come back in the house and he immediately has something in his mouth. I'm just like, bro, seriously? You couldn't 2 seconds after I left, you went in the trash? But if I'm home, he won't do it. All right, the box score, Indiana has, so 5 made field goals. They're shooting 5 of 16 from the floor, 7 turnovers. The Cavs have forced them into 7 turnovers already. They are 1 of 8 from the three-point line. The Cavs, on the other hand, 4 of 9 from the three-point line. You can thank Sam Merrill for 3 of those off the bench. Let's go, Sam. Max Strus has the other 3. Donovan Mitchell 0 for 1, 4 of 10 overall, but I think Mitchell's doing a really good job attacking the basket. And yeah, overall, I think the Cavs, listen, Indiana at some point, they're going to wake up offensively. At some point, Indiana's going to have a run where they're scoring the ball the way they usually do. I doubt the Cavs are going to hold them underwater the entire game. Mm-hmm. But this is a good start. I mean, you already held them to a horrific first quarter. So that's 25% of the game already. Yeah. You can weather a storm if they respond at some point, which I do imagine they're gonna punch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as they don't have a Celtics-like collapse, we should be all set.
Oh God, yeah, throw the stray out there for cool guy. That's great, dude. Every single home team lost game 1 so far. We'll see if Minnesota defends their home floor tonight against Golden State, but that
tough to stop Quentin Post. You never know.
That Aaron Gordon game winner was wild. That game, that was the craziest game to me. New York stunning Boston. Boston, you could kind of see the way that game was trending for a minute when I think in the third quarter, Boston, 19 of their 20 shots were 3-pointers. It was like, okay, you can see which way this is going. If the game's close, Jalen Brunson's probably going to outduel Jason Tatum in the clutch. If you're Boston, you want to be up by 12 already by the time you get to crunch time, because Jalen Brunson went nuclear. And I know he missed that last shot or whatever, but he hit 3 straight threes. So the Celtics, they're going to win the series, I think, just to be clear, cool guy. I still think you guys are going to win. But you could see that game was trending to a Knicks upset by the fourth quarter. OKC, I thought was on the whole time.
I started watching that Celtics game when they were up 20, and I was like, well, I'll just see how the Knicks are playing and how the Celtics are kind of shutting them down. And then the minute that started, OG Anunoby went on an absolute tear. And truthfully, the minute that Jalen Brunson layup missed, I was like, oh, that just felt like the turn. That was their shot, and the Celtics were going to come out in overtime. But for some reason, the lid just it's the Celtics thing, though, where if you live and die by that shot, those are the types of droughts you're going to go through. Oh,
Dean!
All right, hope you enjoyed it. That's his only 3 of the game.
He heard Apollo barking. That's why Apollo was barking. He's trying to wake up the wolf.
Does Apollo sense the full moon?
I think he does. I think you can tell there's something happening in Cleveland tonight. He said, Dean Wade starting. I'm lit. All right.
All right.
I didn't even know you could send GIFs in here. I think, cool guy. I think you're the first person to send a GIF. Oh, it's new. Let's go. That's a cool feature.
I think it's part of the updates. With custom emojis too.
Oh yeah. I've been meaning to see what kind of custom emojis we could make. I think that'd be fun. I'll try to get that added for Friday, maybe.
Just Apollo.
Yeah. Get an Apollo one. We'll get a wolf for Dean Wade. We'll think of some good ones. All right, Thomas Bryant on Mitchell. Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Oh. Sam with the rebound.
Strus stick.
Oh man. Oh wait, keeping it alive. Keeping it alive. I thought it was going out for a second.
I'm man. Dean Wade A+ already. Oh no.
Good God. You knew that one.
That was not a fan of that. Right off the rip. God, honestly, I haven't seen Javonte Green's jumper too many times this season, and it is pretty ugly.
I
Not
was
gonna
gonna say
lie.
it's probably a good thing.
He
God,
looks
TJ McConnell does
similar
not
to
miss
like
that shot.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Yeah, they've survived the Javonte Green minutes so far. Indiana's starting to wake up a little bit here, hitting their first 2 shots of the quarter. Cavs are getting good looks though. They're using Javonte Green as a screener because they have Thomas Bryant guarding him right now. All right, Cavs
Using
still
Strus as a
moving the
primary
around.
ball handler would be helpful for this team too.
Yeah. At this point, with
just to not
the
give
situation you're in,
Mitchell a lot of use off the beginning of the game, especially if we're going to do a lot of Merrill on ball. Might as well just make it Strus. I'm much more confident in that.
Yeah, I agree. Because Merrill just doesn't have the on ball juice. He's played really good so far, but I think Strus bringing the ball up the floor would probably be better. Quick timeout from Kenny Atkinson right there. First 3 baskets for Indiana, creeping back into the game a little bit. I imagine Javonte Green's not on the floor when they come back. Probably It's gonna be a long night for this starting lineup, man. They're gonna have to play a lot of minutes. I don't think Kenny's gonna go that deep into the bench this time. I know people thought maybe
a lot of the bench is on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. People are like, is Jalen Tyson gonna play? Is it this guy? Like, I kind of don't think so. Maybe not Tyson. I don't think Tyson will play, but maybe Porter plays. Maybe Tristan Thompson plays. But like, I really think you're better off just playing the starters close to 40 minutes tonight.
I would rather they stagger Allen and Dean Wade than put Tristan Thompson on the floor for any amount of time.
It's like, and
I know the Thomas Bryant's out there. You want a nice throwback matchup, but
if you were going to play Tristan, you would have matched his minutes to Thomas Bryant. So you may have missed.
But if you're Thomas Bryant and you're like, oh, nice, I'm on the floor, and then you see Tristan Thompson, you're like, wait, what are you trying to say? Seems like he's only ever on the floor when I'm on the floor.
Cavaliers in playoff form.
Dude, what are the Cavaliers going to whip out for the playoffs?
I have no idea, but I can't wait to see. So far, seems like their usual routine.
Oh, sweet. A really choppy drone. I love that.
Let's see what Twitter's saying. Is everyone being rational?
I think they're already booking Game 5 championship trophies.
Mikey McNugget says, considering the circumstances, that may have been the most impressive single quarter of the entire season. I wouldn't go that far, but I do think it was pretty impressive. I wouldn't say it's the most impressive single quarter because we've been really, really good. But given the circumstances, certainly an amazing first quarter there. Awesome response from the Cavs. This could have been like this stream could have gotten sad real quick, guys. This could have gotten dark real quick, but the Cavs came out on top and set the tone early.
True.
Cool guy is just a wizard in the chat. Everyone's trying to figure out how to be like him.
I wonder if you have to do it through your phone or something.
Yeah. Let me see if I can figure it out.
All I can do is pay $10 to Fear the Sword to write a specific comment.
Yeah, I'm not seeing how to do it either. Maybe. Oh, you know what? It might be a desktop thing.
Lame.
I don't know though. Oh no, I see the emoji thing. I don't see the GIF tab.
Yeah. Cool guy gatekeeping. True.
Maybe, in all honesty, it just could be a situation where we haven't updated the app. Like if you haven't updated the app, maybe that's why.
But I feel like if you're doing it through the computer, it would be the computer should version.
Yeah. So I don't know.
All right, we got Jerome back in. Oh, Craig minutes. Let's go.
Oh God, here we go. I was just saying. Listen, I think Craig could be effective in this series. I know some people
case in point.
Listen, I don't think he's going to be great, but they do need ball. They do need ball handling. Sure, there we go. And Porter has proven sometimes that he can create advantages. Sometimes, if he could do it consistently, he'd be the backup point guard. But Jackson is is not feeling the Craig minutes.
This was a discussion in the X group
Yeah.
about Craig Porter Jr., where Jackson was really emphatically pounding the table for Craig Porter Jr. minutes. So this is for him. He totally wasn't against it whatsoever. He loves everything Craig brings to the table. He said he has really explosive range.
Jackson says you guys are like 10 seconds behind what's happening. Yeah, I've noticed that. Old kid. So they updated it. There used to be like a third? No, it was a 20-second delay, I think, and now they've changed it. It may have even been more than 20 seconds, but yeah, the Playback has made it more current because this as Jackson's saying, this is faster than your TV now. If I have the TV on and I'm watching one of the Playback streams, the TV is like a minute behind.
Wow.
But look, here's the thing with Craig. I think it's not an automatic L, right? Like I think Craig could be good in this series. It's just if he's bad, you have to take him off the floor quickly, right? If that makes sense.
Do what you just did with Javonte.
Yeah.
You throw it out, see if it sticks. If not, just be like, yeah, that was weird. Don't know why that happened.
He's not so much worse than Javonte Green. In fact, I think he may have a better opportunity to be impactful, at least offensively for sure, than Javonte.
But the Cavs won the trade deadline by getting Javonte Green as a free agent.
Oh God. There was a moment where it looked like he could have been helpful. I think the first game he had like a bunch of offensive rebounds. We're like, hey, this is useful. Sure, he can't shoot, but at least he'll get rebounds. And then it really fell apart.
I want the real hit rate for how often those types of
basically never
post trade line.
Oh, Craig Porter, Chasedown block.
That's what the podcast was named for. Shout out Justin and Carter for naming one after Craig.
Yeah, they were really ahead of their time. Look at this.
Bang.
Blocked by Porter.
If there was anyone that Craig Porter could reject at the rim, it's TJ McConnell.
Yeah. TJ McConnell doesn't know who Craig Porter is. Did you not know he led Wichita State in blocks? Come on, TJ.
Did you know he basically led them in every countable stat that it could be tracked?
All right, the McConnell-Bryant minutes are over. Now the game begins.
Now this
14-point lead for the Cavs.
Is what you're going to tell your kids about.
Man, it is Jarrett Allen out there with Merrill, Strus, Porter, and Ty Jerome.
Just what we thought at tip-off of opening game of the season. This is what the postseason would look like. If you just showed me
this image without the score, I would say, oh, God.
This is an image that like horribly. A fan base puts on Twitter being like, look how far we've come.
Credit where it's due. They get a stop and a three. No.
Attempt. A 3 attempt.
Yeah, 3-point attempt. A good 3-point attempt.
You did let us finish.
But it was good. It was a clean look. All right, Porter. Turner's trying to post up Porter.
Oh, Ty, come on, man. If I can hear
Halliburton
you from the mic. Oh.
Hand?
Wrist.
Looks like his left wrist. We'll have to keep an eye on this. I didn't see where it happened.
First Josh Hart. Now Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant damage. Probably would have been good if Allen and Porter could have switched right there. Just scramble and switch. I'd have to see the replay to see where Allen was during. So it looks like Halliburton got his wrist jammed up right there. I would need to see the replay and see where Allen was when Porter was getting sealed, because that can be harder to execute than it looks. But it's definitely something they should have attempted.
The tricky part with having Porter on the floor is his greatest value is going to be him on ball, off ball. It feels like you're just giving the defense an opportunity to sag off. I'm kind of surprised Mathurin's sticking with him as much as he is, honestly.
Yeah.
He's a player you would dare to shoot the three. You just don't want to give bailouts.
Did not check the scouting report. He skipped the Craig Porter.
They're like, that's not
Craig Porter
happen.
Bullet point. He's like, I don't need to read that.
Did you read the Craig part? Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he jammed like a thumb or something.
Oh yeah. Could have been that.
Just because that looked like it was just like a quick little thing, either like a wrist hyperextension or a thumb jam. But you're a doctor. What do you think?
Still, Well, so he's still clenching that hand. It's his left hand, which is preferable,
Good
I guess.
analysis. Yep. Okay. Yep.
It looks like his hand's hurting, and we'll be keeping an eye on it moving forward.
All right, thanks. Back to you guys.
Maybe this is a smoke screen. He's trying to fool us. He knows Okoro's on him. He's like, I got to do something deceptive to throw him off. Uh-oh, Greg.
Craig. Look at
Craig.
Craig. Let's
Porter.
go.
Let's go. Raise the roof. Let's go, Craig. Let's go, Craig. Dude, this is the vision with Craig Porter. You know, he led Wichita State in blocks. He already got one of those. He led him in steals. He already got one of those. All we're waiting for is the spin move jumper. Damn it.
Well, you know what? I think he was faking that wrist injury. I'm going to say
the right wrist is okay.
Yeah, but that's his guiding wrist.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
God, Craig. Oh. You got to take the open catch and shoot. And if you don't take that, you can't take the step back three.
It was a sidestep. All right.
Sidestep, yeah, sorry.
I don't know why Jerome was sticking on Turner like that. I feel like asking Allen to jump to Toppin was quite an ask.
Jerome probably should have kicked that one out to Strus. It looked like he literally looked right at Strus and then said, nah, I'm going to shoot this one.
Halliburton. Oh, you live with that.
Man, we are really, the 3-point variance has really gone back towards us because Mathurin was hitting that in game one.
That's not ideal, though.
Well, yeah, that's not the guy you want to leave wide open.
I'm fine with leaving the Toppins, the Mathurins, the Walkers. That's fine. Miles Turner, though, can shoot from everywhere.
Old kid, I know I jinxed that. I gotta be quiet.
This is not ideal. I would call a timeout even if they don't hit this shot.
Ty Jerome's having another rough game so far.
Looks like they're ready to hit the Mitchell button anyway. So hopefully
foul on Okoro here. Looks like they were just fighting for post position. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you're trying to, like right here, look. Is he holding him? I don't see a foul there. That's just a play.
Well, also, calling it on Okoro is a little interesting. It seemed like he got locked up into Turner, but that could be the bias in us, being Okoro guys, being like, let the boys play.
All right, so Mitchell back in the game, comes in for Craig. Oh, man. See, Indiana's offense is awake now.
I'm not going to say that was Craig's fault. The haters out there will say it's Craig's fault.
All right, Cavs. Trying to get Allen on the block here. Nembhard did a good job getting him off that. Ty.
Oh, my God, dude. I don't even have issue with that. That's just it just not falling his way.
Yeah, that was actually like one of the better shots Ty's taken. That just would not go in. Like it just rolled all around the rim and wouldn't drop. Good job from Strus keeping the play alive.
Truthfully, with Jerome, I know it feels like we're harping on Jerome a little bit, but a lot of his shots, for the most part, are a lot of those where you're like, wow, can't believe Jerome made that. And it comes off of him actually like earning those reps through him having a hot stretch to start coming into games. To have those now compiled on top of
let's go.
To have those compiled on top of really rough possessions from Jerome is going to just seem more egregious than I think people are used to. Just because we've been more like astounded with him making them. But they're often shots that you're like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. And it's what you just said 100%, and the fact that they need these shots more than ever now too. So that's why it's like we're harping on it more and emphasizing it more, because it's like there's no Darius, there's no Mobley. Like you've got to get offense from somewhere. And so that's why we're focusing more on Ty Jerome. It's not because we're like we want to just hate on Ty Jerome or anything. It's just there's a spotlight on him now. And I think, dude, it's hard to see them winning games without Darius if Ty Jerome isn't more effective. Right now they're doing it, but you're going to need him at some point.
Yeah.
Big sequence from Strus right there, though. The offensive rebound kick to Allen, and then the three right there. It felt like Indiana was starting to regain momentum. Big, 5-point swing from Strus.
Does that kid have an MVP vote?
Exactly, Aura. Never seen a bigger dub in this arena. I haven't heard this song in a little while. Let's see what
Half
the
the kids
YouTube
in here
chat.
don't even know what it is.
Exactly. Yeah, the Generation Alpha doesn't know anything about this. Cool guy has never heard this song for sure. I want to see what YouTube's saying. Pink Bunny said, "Can we stop chucking threes immediately?" Cody says he can hit those shots, but take them at 7 shots on the shot clock, not 22. Yeah, that was something that I meant to mention with Ty too. Again, we're talking about Ty Jerome again. It's some of the shots in game 1, like, yeah, sure, he takes those shots, but so many of them were like 16, 17 shots on the shot clock. What I think the Cavs have done a little bit better today is, all right, first option's not there. Let's kick the ball out, run a different side action, a pick and roll here, off ball there. Like they're getting into the second and third actions more, where it felt like Jerome and Mitchell, it was first action, all gas, no brakes. Like we're taking the first available shot, kind of playing into Indiana's, pace of ramping up the tempo and kind of almost tricking them into playing that way. And I think they've done a better job of that for the most part today.
This is a long commercial break.
Right. Yeah. Feels like we've been gone for a while.
We've gone like 4 points off in this one sequence. Looking for the Cavs in these Mitchell minutes to kind of close the quarter off, kind of restore the gap. I think, what is it, 12 right now? 10?
Yes, it's around there. Let's see. If I can pull up ESPN. 13.
Don't know why it felt like 10.
That last Strus 3. Yeah, so there's the Halliburton wrist injury. Clearly nothing huge we're about to hear. Didn't tell us much.
Thanks, Jared.
Ben Cox on Twitter says, "Bro, Mobley can barely walk off the bench. This is a travesty." I didn't see it, but apparently camera must have showed Mobley. And yeah, I mean they said he wasn't able to put weight on it, his full weight on it today. So gonna have to keep an eye on that. I'm a bit concerned. No, there's
I don't think we
though.
need Mobley for this series, but obviously Mobley going
Need him for
forward
Boston.
is pivotal.
Yeah. If we get there, of course, but gonna need him for that. Strus, I need some of that Miami Devil magic, right? I need him to bring that to Cleveland right now. All right, Ty Jerome.
Oh.
Getting the screen from Allen. Giving it to Mitchell, please. Please. Oh, man. Mitchell hasn't had the jumper going.
I will.
Clock issue.
I was like,
call it travel.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh no.
It looked like he jumped with it.
Yep. I was going to say, I feel like, oh no, I lost the thought entirely. Never mind.
Well,
the travel really got me there.
something interesting. Oh, go ahead if you got it.
Something that Cleveland's doing really well in this half. They're really, I feel like, dominating the second chance opportunities. They aren't necessarily falling, but I feel like they're winning that battle on the offensive glass a lot more than we've seen from them in past series.
Yeah. Let me see
with
right
smaller
now.
Lineups
what
too.
It is. Tell you what the offensive rebounding numbers are. Pacers have 18 rebounds so far. The Cavs only have 14, but 5 of them are offensive. So they've already got 5 offensive rebounds. Mitchell to the rim. There we go. Mitchell again doing so good getting his way into the paint. Would love to see that jumper get going. It's the only thing he hasn't had. Is it possible to shut down Halliburton? Not really, no, because he's such a good playmaker that it's more than just shutting him down. He can find an opening to his teammates at all times. So you got to make him uncomfortable. Yeah, good point, old kid. Exactly, right? The 3-point jumper isn't working for Mitchell, so I do like that he's clearly just saying, all right, well, I'm going to keep going downhill until they stop me then. And hopefully at some point, like all it takes with Mitchell, we've seen it since he came to Cleveland. All it takes is one time, wide open, catch and shoot 3. Now he's about to hit 3 in a row, right? Like he heats up in a hurry. So keep attacking the rim. Keep putting pressure on Indiana's interior defense, and hopefully eventually you get Mitchell going from deep.
They don't have a lot of answers for quick guards like Mitchell. They defensively, I mean, their defensive numbers in the second half of the season have actually been pretty decent, but their point of attack defenders, I don't think they have many bodies that they could throw at Mitchell.
It's Nembhard and Nesmith are their best, and they're respectable, but like Mitchell's had no issue with them. And if they're not able to stop Mitchell, then there's no other options for them, right? So far, Mitchell's been really good against them. Indiana hanging around here, though, 11-point game.
Mitchell's a tough challenge for these guards, more specifically, too, because he's just an obscure combination of athletic and quick.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a muscle. He's a freight train.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly, him coming at you is a lot tougher than
speed.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
fundamentals.
Yeah. Indiana's really sticking in this. Cavs got to close these 3 minutes strong. Here we go. Come on.
Good board.
Wade, another offensive rebound. Mitchell to the rim. M1.
Oh,
let's go.
That's the three that we want. We'll
get it the old-fashioned way. The
way Bob Cousy used to get it, fundamentals.
That's damn right. That's what Mitchell's going to do.
He's just he respects the game too much to just fall into this Steph Curry ball.
Good job from Allen sealing off Nesmith there. Wade with the offensive rebound. Yeah, the Cavs, they're doing a great job attacking the glass. Mitchell with the free throw. That's another thing, too, is his free throws. He's been missing free throws. So maybe just seeing the ball go through that way will help him out. Got to recalibrate something.
Exactly.
All right, Cavs. I would love to see this defense get a couple stops.
Love Merrill getting up in Halliburton's face.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing a good job with him right now.
Another player that people think is weaker defensively than he actually is.
Yeah. Good job from Jarrett Allen.
Oh,
look at that. Oh, my God.
Better luck next time, Lego boy. See ya.
I thought I was going to go in somehow. Good stuff from Jarrett Allen because he trusted Dean Wade and Sam Merrill to navigate that screen, and he stayed on Miles Turner at the top of the key. He didn't dip all the way into the paint. Yeah, that switch to Dean Wade is not what the Pacers think it is. All right.
Stick.
Oh man.
Dean. Right. Oh.
Almost.
I was going to say, Dean is relentless on the offensive boards right now.
He's been crushing it.
He's had some tip outs that didn't fall the Cavs' way, but he's getting in there.
It's been a very good Dean Wade game. I'd honestly say everyone's been good except for Porter and Javonte Green and probably Ty Jerome too, unfortunately.
How dare you with Craig Porter? He had that dunk and chase down block.
Craig was, he had moments. He definitely had moments. I'll actually say Craig.
You just let that sidestep three.
I let it
like four good plays.
I'm being too harsh for that one play. I actually, I'll give him a C+.
I'll live with that.
Don't cancel that Craig dunk. Oh, Donnie, let's go. The over the head. All right, this is what I wanted to see. Good minute and a half stretch here. Let's get another stop. Jarrett Allen. Sorry, hey, that's a tough shot. We will live with that. If Nembhard hits a tough mid-range too. Did you guys see Andrew Nembhard is the highest three-point percentage in NBA history, NBA playoff history for his career? Absurd. Oh, that's a bad turnover from Jarrett.
You're telling me you're not going to tell your kids and grandkids about when you watched Andrew Nembhard play basketball? How enlightening
certainly
it was?
Hope I don't have to tell them.
They'll be like, Dad, what was it like watching Andrew Nembhard? Was it incredible? Did you never feel like you could miss?
He's shooting 51% from three in his career, and I think he's like a 33% regular season shooter. It's absolutely absurd that this dude does that. And it's like he's done it in two playoff. 29%, Dr. Manhattan? He's done it only. So, again, it's for his career, but it's only last postseason and this postseason. I think they played 16 or 17 games last year. They played like 6 so far this year. So it's a very, very small sample size. But the dude has just been nailing three-pointers every time he gets to the postseason. Need to go on a run. You would love, absolutely love to close the last minute here strong. Already 13 turnovers for Indiana. Mitchell. Oh, looked
really
on,
good secondary point, though. Screen by Wade to hold off Turner.
All right, let's see if they can get a stop. Want to hold on to that double-digit lead.
Yep, he's going to switch on to Allen.
Here's switch. Allen moving
Good job
his
by
feet.
Allen staying in front.
Moving his feet. Wade didn't need to be all the way over there. Hey, you missed it. Oh, don't tell me Wade just tripped on somebody. I think he's okay. Tough break. Really tough break.
That also looked like he was limping a little, so that's not ideal.
Wade?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Walking it off, though. Oh, Miles, please.
They've done a good job on the glass, Aura. That one was an unfortunate bounce just straight back to Nembhard off his own miss. And Wade tripped on someone in the crowd, it looked like. I don't know what happened there. Good screen.
For some reason, the chat for me isn't.
Did that go in? Oh, my God. Jeez, Donovan Mitchell. The sound cut off, and I couldn't tell if that went in. Donovan Mitchell just – who was that on? Siakam?
Miles Turner, I think.
Or Turner? I couldn't even tell. Just destroyed someone on Indiana. A lot of contact on it, too. Let's see. Who did he dunk on? It was both of them. All right, not a foul, but just murdered Siakam. Wow.
That one felt like a really weird fast forward after the dunk. All of the fall after. Hit his elbow first. I thought it literally was like, it sounded like head to hardwood.
Yeah. Jeez, that's like the 20th time Donovan Mitchell's hit the ground this first half. But another missed free throw here. Would love to go into halftime with a double-digit lead. He's not going to miss this next free throw, but
props to Rick Carlisle for being like, yeah, that didn't feel like a momentum swinging dunk at all. Let's not call a timeout.
Dr. Manhattan says that he will miss the free throw. Okay, we're manifesting it. I can't hate on that. Oh, the overrated chance for Halliburton. I think Mitchell's telling them not to do that. Looks like Mitchell did not want them to chant overrated for Halliburton.
I don't know. Give him any more juice.
Yeah, I think that's what I would assume is he's trying not to. Don't give him any reason to wake up. It's either that or a respect thing, but it's probably both.
He's like, hey, man, that guy has feelings.
Yeah. Oh, great pass.
Oh.
Travel? No.
Respect to Jarrett for not kicking it out to Jerome. He's like, I've seen enough of what you've done today, buddy.
Yeah. I like that Jarrett attacked the rim right there. Let's hit these 2 free throws, Jarrett. Give me both of these. No, that's on Bryant.
You want to have Allen attack Bryant as much as possible. Let Allen start from beyond the perimeter and just go at him. Thomas Bryant can't keep up with Jarrett Allen. I don't care.
Yep. That's a battle Jarrett Allen has to win, and he can win.
This is the first minutes Walker has seen since like the end of the first.
Yeah. Yeah, if the Cavs can give me one more stop here, they're going to halftime with a double-digit lead. As Austin Carr always says, that's the important thing, right? That's the important thing, that if you're losing, you want to get it to within 10. If you're winning, you got to keep it above 10. So we'll see if I can finally break the jinx allegations right here. Oh, God. Oh, no. Let's go, Okoro.
Oh, let's go, Okoro.
Okoro, bringing it home for me. Let's go. All right, hey, that's basically as good of a first half as you could ask for, given the circumstances. Like, I don't think they were going to be able to play much better than they just did in the first half.
God, Sam Merrill really faded off in that second quarter.
Yeah, he didn't feel as impactful, but he gave us those 3 threes. I think all in the first quarter, right?
Yeah, if not, then like the first minute or two of the second.
Yeah.
But I'm going to grab a sweatshirt. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best first half they could have played. They're showing a lot of fight right now. Indiana, though, has stayed in the game. I know it's 11 points, but they've made this. They've stayed well within striking distance. You're gonna have to replicate this all over again in the second half. It's a long way to go, but they've done a good job to start off here. Indy is only really in the game because Don can't hit a three. Yeah, well, you know what? I'll say both ways, though. Indiana, let's see what they're shooting from three. I'm going to have to grab my phone charger, too, in a second because I am on 6%. So I'll do that during halftime. But Indiana at the half, let me see what they're shooting. Because, yeah, Donovan Mitchell hasn't hit threes. I feel like Indiana's not shooting very well either. 8 for 23 from three. Oh, that's the Cavs, sorry. Yeah, 5 of 15 from three. Both teams shooting about 33%. Cavs have hit more of them. So, yeah, it goes both ways, right? Like the Cavs are saying, hey, if Donovan Mitchell starts hitting threes, we could blow this game open. Other way around, if the Pacers start hitting threes, they're going to get back in it. So, like I said, the Pacers, they've done a good job staying within this game. There's a long way to go here. Hard not to feel good with that first half, though. Very, very encouraged. They're fighting like hell. The Cavs defense is definitely playing a role in Indiana, shooting 5 of 15 from deep. It's very encouraging. Good stuff. Want to say again, thanks to everyone hanging out in the chat on YouTube or Playback. I see 21 people visiting on Playback. Hit that follow button if you're enjoying the show. Thanks for being here. We got Scooby, and I forget the human. I forget the human's name, but I know Scooby is the dog in this halftime. Entertainment. Oh yeah, free fries. Feel free to jump on. Let me grab my phone charger real quick. Plug this in, and then we'll get you on.
Damn, some wall content? That's elite. I didn't know it would pick up on that. You know, as John Michael always says, pop open your favorite beverage.
Cracking open our favorite beverage for the second half. Let's go.
Some buble.
Makima says you popped that thing open.
I know.
To be fair, it did sound crisp on my end. But
Oh, your mic switched in the middle of that sentence, but I heard you.
Unbelievable. Off-season goal, figure out this mic issue. Maybe the next time on the Junkyard pod, it will actually work.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted out. We're gonna record tonight too, by the way, if you're free. After Jackson has the post-game interview.
I can't in the tonight, but if there's one during the week, I know you guys are mostly doing the night ones now, but
well, we're gonna have Wednesday, Thursday, I think, off. So we'll probably do another one. I'll text you. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good. Oh, this is the guy with the dog.
Yeah, Scooby and whoever the guy is. I don't know the guy's name.
You just remember the dog. This could be you and Apollo if you play your cards right.
Yeah, I'm sure we could figure it out. It might be a little harder. He's a much bigger dog. We'll find a way to make it work. Offer him a treat. He'll do anything. Wearing the Darius Garland jersey. It always sucks when, fans make it to the game, see their favorite players, and they're not playing. Feel bad for Scooby. Got the Garland
jersey. The dog looks
on.
like horrified. He's shaking so much. This doesn't look like the life that the dog really wanted. It was just kind of thrust into it.
Jackson said the Pacers are shooting 33% from three, Cavs shooting 35%. You see what happens when they're simply even from three. Yeah, I mean the variance has swung back to a bit of normalcy, right? Like you assume that they're going to be closer to even than the extreme 52%, 23% that we saw in game one. The turnovers, the possession battle has benefited the Cavs.
That's something where I'm not getting too excited about the Knicks series either. Like where the Celtics just, if you watch that second half, they couldn't hit a single three, and the Knicks barely
or something missed threes total.
Yeah, and it wasn't that the Knicks necessarily shot exceptionally well from three either, but when the Celtics go ice cold like that and they just don't really shift their offensive mindset, that's how their games go. And I don't think the Knicks have that. I don't think the Celtics have that in them, even with the injuries that they're having right now, to go fall to the Knicks whatsoever. The Knicks defensively, to me, are just not strong enough to withstand the Celtics at full, like a good Celtics offensive game.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like, and people will, when the Celtics miss an NBA playoff record for threes and they blow the game in the fashion that they did, everyone's going to complain about their process or be like, oh, well, see, this is like, what's wrong with it? But they always generate clean looks against New York, and really against anybody. They generate clean looks. They won a championship with this method. So like clearly it's a proven method, but it does open the door when they're not hitting threes. The problem is New York is a team that I don't think can consistently take away the quality looks. I think the Cavs, the Thunder, like if the Celtics were to play them, the Cavs and Thunder could defend that much better than New York could, and that's where the 3-point variance might actually bite them for real. But against New York, they're going to get good looks consistently. And it's like, yeah, they missed an NBA playoff record and they went into overtime. You know, it's just like New York is fighting from such a lower status, I would say. The Celtics are just a completely superior team in basically every way.
Yeah, and also the Celtics without Porzingis are a completely different team in terms of how daunting they are. Having Porzingis out there to stretch you out is really tough. Horford has his moments where he is more than an admirable replacement for Porzingis, but in long stretches, like, the Celtics aren't the same team. He really is a game changer for them.
Your mic started cutting out at the end of that sentence.
That might have just been my internet. It actually looks like my end.
Yeah. Free Fries 120. I just saw your invitation, so I accepted it to come up on stage for halftime. Just accepted it. Here he is, the Madman, Free Fries 120, aka Derpy. What's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? How we doing, fellas?
Doing great, man. It's great to have you on stage. I think I don't know how many points the Cavs have, but I think we're on pace for 120, right?
Right. I'm hoping.
Hope so.
I want a free fry tonight.
That's what the dream is.
Yes, that's
Cavs
the dream.
dub and some free French fries, man.
Do your local McDonald's know you by name for how frequently you've been able to go?
Maybe.
He's waiting outside the doors for
I would assume they just know you're going to be there most nights now.
Right.
Hell yeah. Man,
the dog looked miserable, though.
The what?
The dog that was performing looked miserable.
Oh, yeah. It looked tortured. I can't believe that they put that dog through it. It does not seem like it's enjoying its purpose in life that much.
It enjoyed it in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt good wearing the Cavs jersey. I'm assuming this guy is from Cleveland, by the way, whoever the Scooby guy is, because he's always doing the halftime stuff for us. Maybe he wears the jersey of whoever he's playing, but I feel like he's from Cleveland. But yeah, man, that first half
fly him out.
Maybe they do. I don't know, but yeah, man. How did you feel about that first half, Free Fries? What's the vibe check here?
I'm not so confident, just because Mitchell hasn't been consistent enough, and Ty Jerome hasn't showed up tonight.
Yeah. I need a little bit more out of Ty Jerome for sure. I need Mitchell to start hitting jumpers. That's my concern. I think he's getting to the rim, but yeah, if Ty Jerome can't get anything going in the second half, that I'm worried just because it is an 11-point game. The
Right.
Pacers are still in it, and the Cavs, if you were the Pacers, you're looking at the Cavs' depth and how exhausted Mitchell is going to be by the end of the game and saying, if we can just stay within range, we might be able to outlast them. The other hand, the Cavs, you've taken care of business in the first half. If you get just a little bit more from Jerome or Mitchell starts hitting some threes, then you feel like you'll be able to close this out. So it's going to be tough, but I'm still feeling faithful.
Oh no. They're showing flashbacks.
Yeah,
Are they going to come back?
This is not the highlights we want to see in between.
Yeah, where's like the Mark
stoppage
Price,
here.
Brad Doherty on this day in history?
Right.
Right.
Oh man. Well, hopefully this day in NBA history will be a little less
On this day in history,
positive for the Pacers. This
Craig
will be
Porter
remembered
Jr.
as the
East down block.
this day in 30 years from now, they'll look back at that Craig Porter chase down block on this day instead of whatever fraud's on screen right now.
Yeah, I bet he's a terrible announcer too. Just a gut feel. No, he's actually like one of the better ones, sadly. Tony, what's your gut feel on the 9:30 game? The Warriors Minnesota game one.
I think
Is it a away game sweep?
no. I think Minnesota is going to pack up Golden State. I do. I think
you don't believe in Quentin Post?
No, I can't say he's moving me. The Warriors, they barely got past Houston. I think Minnesota is going to be able to replicate not all of the defensive stuff, but a decent amount of the defensive stuff. Give them a lot of issues, and the offense is just way better. Like nobody on Houston can score. Yeah, we're still on commercial. Man, yeah, I think the Warriors are gonna have a really hard time in that series.
Yeah, I think it's a little tough. Even though Houston, yes, is the 2 seed. Offensively, all season, it's been with Houston. Like, can they string enough consistent offense together? Who is their closer in the series? And I think, honestly, the minute it became apparent that it's Jalen Green, who is one of the more inconsistent scorers, to put it nicely, the league has. I don't think there's been someone as inconsistent as Jalen Green who has led a playoff team in terms of like, that's their closer. And the Warriors barely could get by that due to what I believe is their lack of depth. I think they only have like their starting 5, truthfully, for players that you can consistently rely on. And Looney sometimes is unplayable for them in series. And I think Rudy Gobert alone is going to make it such an uphill battle for the Warriors. They really will struggle rebounding the ball. The Timberwolves are just too tall. And, Ant's not a person who's afraid to play the giants of the league. He loves and salivates at the opportunity to take down the Durants, LeBrons. So Curry is on that Mount Rushmore for him for sure.
Yeah,
I think you're both wrong, and I think the Warriors are going to win because the NBA is still on that Curry side.
Hey man, I guess we'll see, right? Like I think I wouldn't be completely shocked if Golden State was competitive just because Steph Curry is that dude and Jimmy Butler is a playoff riser. But I think I'm vibing with what Corey said. Anthony Edwards, he's taken out. Dude, this is actually crazy when you think about it. He's already beaten Kevin Durant in a playoff series. I know the Suns suck, whatever, but he beat Kevin Durant. He beat Jokic. He beat LeBron and Luka. He could add Steph to that list by the end of this season as well. I know there's a lot of context included, but that's pretty crazy if he beats all of them already at this point. So I'm taking the Wolves because I believe in Ant-Man. I think he's just a dog, and the Warriors don't have enough offense to keep up with what Minnesota is going to do. That's my prediction, but I could see it going either way.
It would take a very elite amount of games from Butler and Curry. They would need to put up like Bron, Kyrie finals numbers on a consistent basis because their offense is so inconsistent from everyone else. Like they literally threw out Kuminga last game being like, let's see. I know we haven't like let you see the light of day in months, but let's see what you got.
Yeah. Free fries. What are you looking for in the second half? What are you hoping for in the second half from the Cavs?
Free fries.
There we go.
Wow.
I love it. I love you
textbook.
stayed right on brand. That was the answer I was hoping for, man.
120, hopefully.
120. That's what we're going for. All right, man. Thanks for coming up on stage. We appreciate you. We're rooting for the 120.
Bye, free fries.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy those victory fries tonight. I'll be right there with you.
We'll be in the drive-in together.
Playback chat. I need all 47 of you in the drive-through. Not at the same time, not at the same location, because I don't want to.
Yeah, please, as we disperse it out,
Yeah.
I'd like to get my free fries.
We can divvy this up to make sure that none of us are waiting.
Let's all tackle the McDonald's of Ohio's together.
Take them by storm. I will be honest with you.
The lines saying, "Let them know."
I'll be honest with you, Javonte Green. I wouldn't be mad if he didn't play the rest of this game, but he was good on defense. He was good on defense. I'll give him credit.
Thanks for being honest.
I probably won't even give him a grade today because I'm hoping he doesn't play more than 5 minutes. But here we go. Tony, will you buy me a Javonte Green jersey? You could probably just go to like Goodwill or something. I'm sure they're there already. I'm kidding. That was mean. That's Javonte Green. You're not that bad, all right? Like I don't want to pick on him, all right? But no, I'm sure those are easy to find.
Who was the first person when the Cavs signed Javonte Green and put his jersey up on the store to be like, yes. Click, add to cart.
Get this immediately. Are they even available for sale? I don't even know.
I bet they at least made it available when the coals were hot there.
Oh my goodness, that Mitchell rebound. And again, offensive rebounds. The Cavs are winning the possession battle. I was looking at the chat, so I didn't even see what ludicrous thing Ty Jerome did, but the chat is making me think it wasn't good.
I was also looking at the chat. Jackson's always his word of advice is don't look at the chat, and yet here I am.
It's hard not to. We have such a wonderful chat.
Yeah, sorry, I want to engage with good peeps.
Nice.
I
love the dump off. Oh, well, late call, but I'll take it. Definitely thought Mitchell was just going to see red and attack the basket there, and then last second dumped it off to his best friend Jarrett Allen. Very late call, but we'll take it. Was that on Turner again? Let's see. Or was that on Siakam? Yeah, Siakam.
Miles Turner was too busy catching birds.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's in foul trouble. That's why I was wondering if it was on Turner. Free fries wants your attention, Corey.
Yes, free fries. Thank you.
Cash of the year. Hell yes.
Hell yes.
Getting ready for Top Gun Maverick. Let's go.
Yeah, just found out that Goose died in the first one, so that's rough.
Spoilers, dude. Come on. No.
I hate to do that to movies that have existed longer than I've been alive. But, sometimes you gotta whip it out. I didn't know. I haven't even watched it.
Ty Jerome. Thank you, God. He finally made a shot. It's literally his first basket of the night. Let's hope they get some going.
Indiana. Hope they enjoyed bad Ty Jerome.
Yeah, because here comes the freaking Ty.
Oh! I didn't even hear the whistle.
I need Ty Jerome to lock in. Look at here.
Nothing like a nice little bam to the chest. Jerome looks pissed, to put it nicely.
He does.
He's a man on a mission right now.
Angry Ty.
You won't like Ty when he's mad.
Dean Wade forcing a turnover. Let's go. Another turnover for Indiana. Defense has been good. Look at that. Just making him nervous.
He didn't even need to touch the ball, dude.
Exactly.
He's bending reality. Oh God.
No, I think Ty Jerome's feeling it right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if I like it.
This is a Ty Jerome floater incoming. It's not even a bad look, but he just doesn't have it right now. Just doesn't have it.
Yeah,
all right.
That was not my favorite, if I can speak my truth.
I didn't like that everyone could tell exactly what was about to happen 10 minutes before it happened.
I didn't like how Ty Jerome's like, let's slow this down a lot.
Jarrett Allen. All right.
Jarrett. Pick up for where Ty is leaving us wanting.
Yeah. At least somebody's hitting the floater. Jarrett did a good job stunning on Nembhard and staying on Turner. Again, good job not overhelping from Jarrett. Dean got burned.
We always said Dean's perimeter defense is excellent.
Yeah.
So
I think the Siakam kind of faked like he was going over and then went backdoor on him. It's going to happen. It's going to happen throughout a game. Siakam's a good player.
Dude.
Another M1 for Donovan Mitchell. Another one. He's feeling it for sure. Nobody can stop Donovan Mitchell from getting to the paint. It's been so easy for him. Nesmith, Nembhard, they have not had any success keeping him away from the paint.
Yeah, this would be crazy if Mitchell has an explosive game without even really getting any 3-pointers off.
Yeah.
Outside of like and ones, but
yeah. Well,
he hasn't hit a 3. He's 0 for 4.
Right. He's got 25 points.
All natural.
Ethical 25 points. If he was hitting threes, he'd have like 40.
And for the sake of my bet, I would really hope so.
Right, yeah. Hey, you're looking good, honestly, in terms of that bet. I mean, I don't want to jinx it for you, but he's got 26 early third quarter. Come on,
I think I also put Ty Jerome at 15 plus. So.
No, he can still get it. But it's not looking good.
Yeah, what's he at too?
The typhoon comes out of nowhere, Corey. It's just it's
true. He's a
walking 15-0 run.
That's so true. Except for when he decides to slow down the entire offense and pull someone out to miss a floater.
He did get an assist there, as Dylan says. Shout out Ty Jerome.
True, Dylan. I'm sorry.
Man, it would be so huge if Ty Jerome could make an impact because you don't want to wear down Mitchell before the fourth quarter. But at the same time, if we can build up a cushion right now off of Donovan Mitchell feeling it. Block, let's go. Mitchell just... This is what we're talking about, though. The combination of speed and strength. Like, this is no shade to Darius Garland or Ty Jerome, but like they're not putting Nesmith on the ground like that. And like it's a blocking foul, but they're just not as strong as Mitchell. In fact, there's very, very few players in the NBA who are as fast and as strong as Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt.
Yeah, you have to think that there's a mental element to that too as a defender.
Here we go. There it is. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is what I was talking about earlier, is that sometimes all it takes is one wide open catch and shoot 3 for Mitchell to hit it and start feeling himself. And he's juicing up the crowd right now. So hopefully this is what gets him going. Just one open look created kind of by Ty Jerome there. He drew a little bit of a crowd, swung it to Strus. Strus swung it to Mitchell. Maybe this gets him going from 3.
Even if not, we've seen that he can score in other ways. So this is just a bonus.
Exactly.
If we think about it. It's kind of like if Ty Jerome was hitting his shots. Now we just know that Donovan Mitchell is going to hit all of them.
Yeah. It's good to see one go through. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. I want to keep an eye on the YouTube chat. It's easier to do that from my phone.
Screenager, dude. Has to be attached to his phone. Screen time must be crazy.
That damn phone. No, it's I want to keep an eye on the YouTube chat, and it's just I need a longer phone charger to reach where I'm sitting, but it's hard to keep it up on screen on the MacBook. But let's see if the YouTube chat has said anything new. Can't abandon the YouTube, you know. Hold on,
no, got to keep them loyal.
The YouTube chat is actually, you know, they agree. Kelly says nice mustache, looks sick.
Oh.
The little Tony 22 says love the stash. So we are pro stash in this broadcast.
Guys, this is incredible.
Look at Dean Wade, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, 6 total rebounds. Dean Wade's playing at like an A+ right now. I think he only hit 1 3, but like that's all you need from Dean.
He attempted 2.
Yeah, right, he took 2 of them, hit 1 of them. What more could you ask?
God, you love that unwillingness. Even when the shots
minutes, took 2 3-point attempts. That's a lot for Dean.
Dean Wade's flirting with 5 and 5. Most people aim for double-doubles, but with Dean Wade, you know, he likes to spread it out.
Dean, you know, he's truly one of a kind. It's like if he just knew his true power level, he'd be an all-NBA player. But
I can't believe Max Strus has 14
taking
points.
It too far, but Damn, does he really?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it, but I guess he's just been picking his spots. It's a bunch of threes. It's just been here, there, 2 points there. Three. How many threes does he have?
His field goal percentage and his 3-point or field goal attempts and 3-point attempts are the same. He is 4 for 7.
Oh, hell yeah. There we go.
It's
been a good Strus game.
Decent stat line, 14, 5, and 4.
Yeah, I mean, if the Cavs were going to win this game, you needed contributions from multiple guys, and that's what they're getting right now.
Tough look for Craig. He is the only player with negative plus minus.
Well, can't. It's impossible to put it into the box score. What Craig
It's
Porter
true.
was doing,
This is a key example of how you can't trust plus minus. You would look at Craig's minutes and say not impactful.
The media lies to you. They intentionally skew the numbers to make it look like Craig Porter isn't him. But anybody who watches him play understands that CPJ is him. It's CPZ for a reason. All right.
Oh.
The reality is Kenny Atkinson understands that the Cavs need some adversity before they get to Boston. So that's why he's not playing Craig Porter yet. Because if Craig was out there, we'd be up by 20. But he understands this team needs to go through something in order to grow.
He knows you only win through adversity to get better. And
Exactly.
that means benching your best player.
Sometimes you might be a -2 in the box score, but during that -2, you find something that swings the whole series. You know what I'm saying?
Something clicks.
It changes
Said,
all right, we lost those minutes by 2, but we found something that the other team can't stop.
Oh, Jarrett. Oh, get on board.
Get it right
Let's
back.
go.
Let's go. Juicing that rebounding numbers. Feels good to be on the other side of a beatdown on the glass. All postseason so far, really. Just feels good. Feels good to see Jarrett Allen racking up offensive rebounds from where we came from. Even if some of them are like Andre Drummond coded, like I like it. I like seeing it. Farming offensive rebounds. Farm them, Jarrett.
His player grade, his teammate grade through the roof.
Yep, it's going way up there.
Good attempt and a good rebound.
All right, the diff says 19 right now, and they're missing free throws. I'm feeling good, but I'm not gonna allow myself to breathe out yet. This Indiana team is too high powered on offense. I'm still looking for the Cavs. They can't let your foot off the gas here. The diff is nowhere near big enough, Dr. Manhattan. That thing can grow much, much larger. I've seen it before, and I'm going to need to see it again. Full court pressure here from the Pacers. Gives way to Max Strus. Let's go. That's how you break a press. That's how you break a press, Max Strus.
I need medical help.
Oh, my goodness. The diff is definitely growing. It's definitely getting bigger, but it's not where we need it yet.
Trapping Halbert in the corner.
Look at Jarrett.
Making his life
Look
miserable.
Jarrett. No.
Oh, Halliburton's in the first row right now. Now he's out.
Had a feeling that possession was going to end in a three-pointer, despite the great defense. Just felt like something stupid was going to happen. Ty Jerome. Nope. Still doesn't have it. Not a bad shot.
God forbid.
God forbid Ty Jerome delivers a typhoon.
It's not even much at this point. I want a raindrop. I don't need the full storm.
Oh. That's egregious. Did Donovan Mitchell just fall on his own?
Yeah, I think the wind somehow got into the stadium.
I mean, there's letting it go, and then let's see the other angle. There's letting it go, and then there's just completely missing a call. Jeez. Miles Turner wanted no problems there.
The Cavs have had 2 monster dunks, and I feel like it just feels like the game has moved past them so quickly.
Right. I would like to say one thing I always notice when I watch Max Strus dunk, he could take like 2 steps closer to the rim before he jumps. He always has to jump from so far away where I'm like, is he actually going to get to the rim before he starts falling down? But he always wants to jump from so far away. Ty Jerome, what's he got for us? What's he got? Step back 3.
Gotta be honest. Yep. Good board.
I'm just...
Hey, Ty. What? No. Okay.
at a certain point, you don't have it, man. And I know that we need him to score, so he's got to find it. But at a certain point, you got to start giving the ball up. These are really quick attempts. Like that step back three was the first look of that offensive possession. Like
some players were taking their first breath of the possession.
Right. Like you got it. Oh man, I'm sorry. This has been
Ty Jerome somehow has found a way to top an 8 for 20 by putting on a masterclass of 1 for 12.
Yeah,
this is a James Harden Game 7-esque performance from Ty Jerome.
It doesn't feel like he's some of these shot attempts have been good, to be clear. Some of these have been decent shot attempts, but it doesn't feel like he's responding to the way the game is unfolding, right? That's what I mean when I say at a certain point you have to realize you don't have it going. That step back three with like 16 on the shot clock, that's not a shot you can take when you're 1 for 10 up to that point. You got to try and find something easier to get yourself going. And I know in the regular season, he had these great moments, and in the regular season, you get a longer leash. But in the playoffs, we can't have you shooting step back threes when you're 1 for 10, man. You got to get something easier. Like you can't shoot through it at this point. You haven't earned the right to go 1 of 12 and still take step back threes like Donovan Mitchell. You know what I mean?
You can't be taking heat checks when you haven't found the heat.
Exactly.
Oh, honestly, these all look online, but
yeah. See if any of these guys hit it because these have looked good. Oh. I think he got it. Nope.
No.
Curveball.
Wrong sport, buddy. Tony, how'd you spend your May 4th? Did you let it be with you?
May 4th? I did not let the force be with me. What day was May 4th? Was that Sunday?
Sunday? No, yes.
Yeah, it was Sunday. What the hell did I even do? I don't even remember what I did on Sunday. I did not let the 4th be with me, though. That wasn't game 1, was it? Was that game 1 Cavs? Yeah. So I did that. I got mad at the Cavs on Sunday. It's been raining for like 12 straight days in Cleveland. Here. So I don't think I did much outside. I can't really remember what else I did. What I did. I was not letting the 4th be with me, unfortunately. What about you?
Is messed up. I had the half marathon.
Oh, let's go, Corey. Yeah, I saw that. That's impressive. My cardio sucks. So that's really impressive.
You look like you'd be a big cardio guy, though.
No. I've never been a big runner. I could play basketball, which involves a lot of running, but there's a lot of stopping too. You're just talking uninterrupted running. I'm not good at it. So congrats, honestly. Good stuff there.
And then I had a concert at night. So I didn't get to watch the Cavs. Oh. I got to watch it on Monday with the knowledge that it was really not fun. So that was fun to go into.
Yeah. I'm going to be missing Sunday's game, game 4, because I'm going to a concert. And so we bought those tickets in like December. And I'm looking at this. Obviously, they didn't have the playoff schedule out, but I'm looking at last year's playoff schedule and everything. I'm like, you're either going to play on Saturday or Sunday. And the concert's on Sunday at 8:00. I'm like, even if they play on Sunday, it'll be like a 1:00 game, maybe a 3:00. No way I'll miss the game. So I'm like, sure, we'll get the tickets. Of course, they play at 8 p.m. on Sunday. Why are we playing at 8 p.m. at Sunday? I don't know. But of course, we play at the one time that I won't be able to watch the game. So I'm going to be nervous as hell, but I'm going to do my best to enjoy the concert.
What concert are you going to?
Beach House.
Beach House?
They're like an indie alternative band.
Nice. I just saw
they're very good
too. I just saw Saint Motel.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, no. Okoro looks like he just got hurt.
Yeah, that looked like a knee thing or hip. Maybe a hip contusion maybe or something. A hip thing. Tony, quickly, what's the doctor think?
Yeah, so it looks like he's walking it off. It could just be a stinger, as we like to call it in the medical department. Could just be an awkward little bump there. We'll have to keep an eye on his hip. Oh, man. The diff is 15. No Donovan Mitchell. Can they generate enough offense with this lineup to stay in front? Not getting stops right now. 13-point lead. Again, I have not been able to breathe out yet in this game. I'm still nervous. Strus really delivering a little bit of, we needed some scoring. Strus has got the juice tonight so far. All right. Okoro looks like he's moving better. Up, still holding that hip, though. TJ McConnell to the rim. No good. Good help from Ty Jerome. I'll give credit where it's due. I'm not just here to hate on Ty Jerome. That was good defense from him. Got to get a clean look. Right now he's got Thomas Bryant on him. They're trying to post up Jarrett Allen. Hand down, man down. All right, didn't go, but Strus has shown a willingness to take that shot anytime a defender's not actually defending him. Cavs. All right, TJ McConnell, not a great shooter. As long as you're breaking even on the Donovan Mitchell-less minutes, you feeling good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Statue of Liberty. I like that Jarrett Allen said, I don't want to be compared to LeBron anymore. I'm not even going to do the tomahawk. I'm just going to be humble. Statue of Liberty from now on. Said, I don't want to shame LeBron's Cleveland legacy. I'll make sure that goes, we don't have to. He's too humble. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Doesn't want LeBron to be forgotten.
You always got to, show respect to your heroes.
Man, all right. Bailout shot there from the Pacers, but it's good process for the Cavs defense. Jarrett turnover. He's had a couple turnovers trying to create out of the short roll that weren't great. Maybe he might literally only have 2 turnovers, but those are the 2 that I'm thinking of. Yeah. Here we go, Jarrett Allen. Bring in the boom. So we like to see.
So it's unfortunate now that every time you hear boom, you're just always going to think of the TikTok.
The Costco gang. Yep. Lots of love for Jarrett Allen. So what? What did they get the delay of game for? It's unfortunate. I didn't see what it was.
I didn't either.
What's Ty's role out there right now?
Wristwatch.
It's got it bandaged. I missed it.
Yeah, it was taped up.
Well, like I said earlier in my evaluation of Tyrese Halliburton's wrist, we'll have to keep an eye on it, guys.
It's true. He did warn us. I should have seen this coming, honestly. Once again, Tony, you've outdone yourself. That medical YouTube account can't come up anytime. You and Dr. Brian Suderman are going to have a duel for the ages.
I haven't missed. I truly haven't. But Sam Merrill, the chat, Sam Merrill asks, what's Ty's role in the court? Playmaking is on Strus Merrill. Ty's role on the court is to figure out whatever the hell he's going through. All right. Whatever you got to, someone's got to sit him down. Whatever we got to do. His role right now, he's not on the court anymore, but he's got to figure out what the hell is going on because he's got the yips right now.
Thomas Bryant's not enjoying life right now. I can tell
you that. Not a good matchup for Thomas Bryant, and we immediately see why. Hey,
honestly, not the worst defense from him, but
yeah. If the Pacers want to leave him out there, I'm not going to complain. Might have been a double turbo.
Might have.
Javonte Green with good defense. That just Pacers starting to hit shots now. Hit a couple tough shots already.
That's Javonte Green.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow, dude.
Holy.
You could tell Donovan Mitchell right there against probably anybody else. He would have loaded up to go for the dunk, but he knew Benedict Mathurin was going to shove him. So he braced himself for the impact, somehow finishes this. I do not understand.
That's
you
crazy.
can see he's bracing for the impact, body control, just like literally sitting on a chair in midair and banks it home. That's crazy.
And with the shoulder shrug.
This is truly up through 3 quarters. This is one of the best games Donovan Mitchell's played in a playoff setting for the Cavs. This is legendary stuff right now, given the
They get the
circumstance.
ball. I think they got ball from that.
Yeah, so getting another free throw here. Cavs fandom has not even turned on Mathurin, because I don't think there were many Mathurin fans to begin with, but Mathurin has quickly become the villain. And I
The
kind of
Mo
agree.
Wagner of this series.
He's become the first true. Well, I guess Herro was the first villain, but he's become the villain of this series, at least. Quickly. Oh man. Yeah, not over
I was
the
gonna
Team
say,
Wolf,
how many
buddy.
Mathurin step backs are we gonna be succumbed to?
If Mathurin decides to take it upon himself to beat the Cavs, I'm all for it. Look at this. Donovan to the free throw line again. He's fired up.
I can't believe the Pacers are like, yeah, we'll hide Brian on Okoro. That will work out, not knowing that the Cavs actively use Okoro as a screener on a decent amount. They're like, wait, they actually use Okoro off ball? No.
They were scouting the JB offense. They didn't scout the Kenny Atkinson offense. They were looking at last Okoro playoff tape. They're like, okay, he's just going to stand in the corner, guys.
Sick. Kind of a crazy Okoro game that we haven't even had really an O'Corner 3.
He's been on the floor quite a lot, and I haven't really noticed any bad Okoro moments. That's all I got to say. I know that makes it sound like the bar is in hell, but he's been effective. Like, he hasn't been great, but he's been good. Like, he's been out there and he's been good.
His stat line is going to wow you. 2-1-1-2.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's go. That's
Cooking
that's
with
Okoro
gas
for you. His role is suppression. All right. He suppresses shot attempts. He suppresses every. Oh, here we go. Give it to Dean.
Stick.
3-pointer.
Oh,
it sounded like someone was howling in the crowd. Did you hear that? It sounded like
no.
I heard a howl.
I heard a
yell.
yelp,
I'm not crazy.
and I think it was from Sam.
I heard someone howl while that ball was in the air. Dean's got to hit that. Yeah, that's an unfortunate swing. Give me 3. Oh, Sam, let's go. 16-point lead. Cavs, give me a stop.
A +3 at the quarter. You live with that.
It feels like Halliburton's been on the bench for a very long time. Yeah, come on.
Get out of here, Jarrett Walker.
You're no Sam Merrill, buddy.
Oh, no.
Okoro, expose him. Let's go.
Looked like his ankle inverted 6 times on that.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Okoro catches the ball, realizes he's got baby TJ McConnell on him, takes him to the basket, draws free throws. This is a different Okoro. It might not be anything spectacular, but this is not 2023, 2024 Okoro. I'm afraid to dribble the ball. I love that take right there. It's very simple. It's not crazy. I am going to actually, missing the free throw on cue. I am actually going to harp on it for a while, because that is a sign of growth. This is not.
Ignore the free throw. This is such growth.
I didn't say he was going to hit both free throws, all right? But he did dribble the ball. First Sam Merrill A+ playoff game. Is trending that way. It's trending that way, Sam. Knock it down.
We're so back.
Knock it down, big fella. All right, magnet ball at the buzzer. Halliburton's back out there. Sam, good closeout. I mean, probably should have stayed home on him anyways. Get him back. It
doesn't matter.
Get him back.
Okay.
I like that Sam's chucking it, though. I like the heave.
Everyone bring out your good luck charms for the 4th. I bring my MVP of game 2 with me everywhere I go. My Isaac Okoro.
Oh my God. What's my good luck charm up here? I got a good luck charm. We got the Windy Hoop Collective hats. Oh. This is the good luck charm. We need it. Bring us home, Windy.
Let's pray to our Lord and Saviors. You follow the religion you choose. I go to the Church of Isaac Okoro's rookie season.
You guys can't tell, probably, because it's very small, but there is a Colin Sexton bobblehead back there, y'all. So I
Hell
think if
yeah.
anything, that's a sign that they're going to dominate the fourth quarter.
The only bobbleheads I have are of players who are either traded or out. So I can't use those.
Apollo Cam for good luck. He is on the floor right now. Let's see if I can move this real quick. Let me unplug the charger. We'll get Apollo on Cam. Okay. Bear with me. I don't want to knock anything over. Hey, Apollo. Apollo. Hey, buddy.
Oh my God.
You guys see him?
Yes.
There you go. Everybody
Wow.
got to see Apollo.
That was hype.
He woke up from his nap. What the hell are you doing? Why are you putting a computer in my face?
Has Ty Jerome hit a shot yet?
No. Okay, I'm going back.
Then I'm going back to sleep. Dr. Manhattan being ruthless.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan is my number one hater, but haters are my motivators in fact, so he doesn't even know that he is the thing fueling me. He thinks he's bringing me down. Really, he's the one driving me to success. I know Dr. Manhattan. I'm just messing around.
We got
Jetty Cam. Let's go. He's getting big.
Yeah, he's still big, small enough to be picked up though.
Yeah. Those are the
he's
days.
more interested in moving around than
Yeah.
he also wants to only see if Ty Jerome's playing well.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Dr. Manhattan, no.
We'll get both of us will just have our dogs on stream.
We'll just be voiceovers.
Since that's what you guys want. Now where's Reggie? We need the pairing. Yeah, where's Reggie at, huh? Cavs have 13 more shot attempts and 2 more free throw attempts through 3 quarters. Yeah, they've been dominating the possession battle, and that's what they did last time. But the 3-point variance was so bad that it didn't matter. Right now, we're breaking about even. Let me check the box score heading into the fourth quarter here. See what we're shooting from 3. Cavs, I believe, have what, a 14-point lead? Yeah, up by 14. The diff is 14. Got to hang on in the fourth quarter. I'm not breathing out yet. It's the Pacers, like I said, they're too capable of going on scoring runs for me to feel comfortable right now, but the diff is in a good spot. Pacers are shooting 9 of 25 from the 3-point line. That's 36%. The Cavs are 10 of 33. That's 30%. The Cavs have still not shot the ball well. They are surviving because Donovan Mitchell has 36 points on 13 of 24 shooting. If you remove the 3-point shots, he's 12 of 18 in the paint. Here we go. Fourth quarter. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of effort here to put it away, but I think they can do it. Javonte Green back on the floor. Ty Jerome. Dean Wade playing the center right now. Or maybe Javonte Green. They have Javonte Green on Miles Turner.
Guess we'll see
Good
on
Dean.
the offensive end. I would imagine it's going to be more Dean. Even though, actually, no, I was going to say I prefer Javonte doing that, but I just remembered he can't make layups. So.
Right. That was good defense from Ty Jerome, by the way. I want to continue to give him credit whenever I can because we've been very anti-Jerome. He's got to pass the ball here, probably. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, though. All right, I know I just gave him credit, but damn it, dude. You got to pass the ball. You didn't have it. You didn't have a look there.
Why were you taking a floater
seconds.
over Miles Turner?
It's like a floater from like 2 feet inside the 3-point line, man. Just pass the ball.
It's like it's tough with Jerome too because he's so tall and imposing defensively for guards that it's like you have to keep him out there. Yeah. But a case could be made. Not just saying that because I just showed his rookie card, but Okoro could do the same thing and provide the same lack of offense if you really want to.
At this point, I don't think you can close the game with Ty Jerome.
I agree, Kenny. Out there more Ty.
That's the Ty Jerome no more field goal attempt sign.
Coach, do you still want me to shoot those floaters over heavily contested bigs? No? Okay.
Man.
Watch this.
Hopefully he can respond and give us a scoring run here at some point. But right now, it is leaning towards you're going to have to take him off the floor in the closing minutes. 13-point game. Can the Cavs keep this lead while Mitchell's on the bench? Tough shot for Strus. Haven't been able to
Good
generate
board.
any good looks.
Okay. So when I said
no good looks so
board,
far.
I was kidding.
Nembhard just kind of trying to will his way into the
poke out.
paint. Look at Sam. Sam generating a steal. Don't shoot it. Thank you. You can shoot it.
Don't shoot it. You can shoot it.
Strus layup I'll take. He missed it, but I didn't want Javonte Green taking the layup.
Props to Javonte Green, though, for fighting for that loose ball. All right. Quick call timeout.
Yeah, I don't know how long you can leave this unit out there. Miles Turner's too good to defend with like Max Strus or somebody. He can actually post up a mismatch. This isn't Thomas Bryant. All right, this is a good look for Ty.
A couple.
Ty keeping alive. Oh,
that kind of felt like that could have been a foul, but
yeah.
Timeout.
Well, yeah, I think you might need a Darius.
Thank you.
Comes. All right, so that Ty Jerome floater, like that was actually a good look. He just smoked it. So I'm not going to hate on him for taking something like that. But damn, you just need him to hit some shots. Sam getting blocked or fouled on that last shot also wasn't great. I feel like he probably didn't need to take that second corner three.
Yeah, rough stuff.
Donovan Mitchell, yeah, I don't know how long of a rest Mitchell's going to be able to get. That early results did not look good.
I don't know how much longer Allen can be out, honestly.
True. Yeah, your mic switched. We can hear you, but it sounds like it's coming from the computer.
There we go. It's like the most finicky micro USB cord. I wish
That's
I
gotta
could
be
just
the
buy
issue.
a new one. I'm going to grab some water.
I am nervous, Chad. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm nervous. Like I said, this Pacers team is sticking around. They're hanging around. Cavs really got to stay on the ball right now. Important stretch of the game coming up here. If interested to see if Mitchell's back on the floor or not. If he's not on the floor, they really, really have to lock in and give him a little bit of a breather. If he's on the floor, then I'm worried, is he going to be drained by the time we get to the final minutes? But shout out to everyone watching on YouTube and Playback. Thanks for being here, guys. If you're not already subscribed or following, hit that follow button. If they can't hold on, this series is over. Joshua, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying it to be negative or to be just annoying or anything, but like this game is as close to a must win as you can possibly get. It's very, very important that they hang on here. If they lose this game, it's looking really bad. I'm not saying it's completely over, but they need to win this game. So that's why I'm so nervous right now. If they had won game one, I wouldn't be nearly as nervous right now. Going on the road down 0-2 is basically a death sentence. So they need to hang on here. They're in a good position. They've played a phenomenal game, but they need to hang on. Ty has lost all confidence. Yeah,
I don't think he has lost confidence. He seems pretty confident to me.
He's certainly still shooting, but he looks. I will say he definitely looks frustrated, and I feel like he's forcing the shots at times now out of frustration. Do we blame the curse of Cleveland? Free fries? I'm going to say no. I don't think there's a curse anymore. I think LeBron broke it, and I don't want to. We're not manifesting that.
Exactly. Jerome is having an approach to this game that I'd probably be fine with in a regular season game. But, in a postseason game where every shot attempt is extremely valuable, I don't enjoy watching Ty Jerome try to shoot his way out of the slump.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. He's got to move the ball.
I mean, take the open shots if they're available. I have no issue with those. I do have issue with you taking heavily contested floaters and pull up logo threes seconds into the shot clock. I'll be interested to also see how long they play Allen in this stretch. They can't play him the full 9, so I'll be interested to see where they break this up.
Yeah, Mitchell's on the floor too.
Makes sense. Indiana goes on a run, cuts it to single digits, bring out the heavy hitters.
Oh my goodness. Caught a break there. Another great take from Mitchell.
Oh.
He's saying it was tipped.
Kenny's looking to the bench.
Not going to get the challenge.
I would kind of struggle to believe that Mitchell would make such a bad pass.
Well, we got it right back. Yeah, I'm with you. Like if Mitchell makes a pass that off the mark and he's saying to challenge, probably could have hit the challenge, but Indiana got the ball and inbounded really quick, which I want to say something on that point that annoys me. This hasn't happened in this game, but it does annoy me when the refs hold the ball to like give the coach a chance to challenge. It's like this whole system is just a little broken. I think it's a little annoying because like it happened to the Cavs in the Zach LaVine thing. I think. Just missed the layup. Good take though. But anyways, I'm not gonna get sidetracked talking about the refs. Let's see how the Cavs hold up defensively here. Mitchell on Siakam mismatch here. Allen.
Honestly, they got lucky there because if he kicked it out, Allen came in and left Turner completely open in the corner.
Allen was guarding nobody right there, right? Like he wasn't actually helping Mitchell.
Good pass.
Hey, Isaac Okoro. Check the stat sheet. He's got 2 assists now, maybe 3. I forget how much he had.
I'm going to check how much that rookie card's worth now. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Halliburton hitting the reverse kneeing. You get hurt? Looks like
I think he landed on that wrist.
Yeah. Probably hit the reverse kneeing in an attempt to avoid the wrist. Did you look at how he landed? This is literally like the upside down knee. Oh, you can't see it. They're frauds. They don't want you to see.
Wait for it.
Oh man. NBA media is just hiding the good stuff from us.
I know your Twitter will have it sooner or later.
I will go through the archives. Eight-point game, y'all.
Buckle up.
Point Okoro.
Oh.
Look at that. Between the legs.
All right.
Between the legs again. All right. We're cooking. Come on.
You assist.
Come on. Man. Mitchell still not looking good. Without looking, guess how many shots Allie's taken today? I'll say 6.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a lot.
Put back. All right, here we go, man. 5. Yeah. Yeah, they've really done a good job limiting him.
Cavs got to get some points here.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just running a tried and true pick and roll. Just something. Get the ball into your best player's hands.
Here we go. Picked up a foul. Yeah, and I mean, right there, like, look, that's good defense from Jarrett. Mathurin crashes the glass. Fortunate bounce. Got to get the ball in here. He's out. Oh, man. All right, the offense is struggling a bit here. They need some stops now. Now you got to get some stops. Right. I guess Mitchell was stepping out of bounds there. Oh, good. There we go. That is a great shot attempt if you're the Cavs. Like that's if Halliburton's taking these drifting floaters like that, that's something that you are happy with your defense. Got 3 screens set for Mitchell, splitting the double team, getting to the line. Oh, tough landing. It's right back up though. Donovan Mitchell is a man on a mission right now. Yeah, speaking of like Kenny Atkinson has spent so much time in the last 48 hours talking about crossing the line physically and you know, just crossing the line physically, right? He didn't say Indiana's dirty. He didn't say they're making cheap shots or anything, but Donovan Mitchell's hit the ground like 100 times already, and it's been a bit frustrating.
Yeah.
Jared Greenberg saying exactly what I said.
My God, Tony, you're a man of many hats.
Tony,
sideline reporter, medical YouTube, movie reviewer, podcast,
officiating reviews. You know, like I can do all that,
dude.
Mitchell missing the free throw again. Like, dude, it's not even just his 3-point shot; it's the free throws haven't been dropping either.
I mean, when he's lucky, he's finishing at such a high clip around the rim.
Got it. All right. At least he split him. I don't want to split him moving forward, but at least he gave me one.
Okoro is draped on Halliburton.
Yeah. Jarrett. Oh, almost forced a turnover. Good recovery.
Good rotations. Okay. Yep. Oh.
All right. Matherin's
I don't
finishing.
know why I thought that missed.
It like didn't touch the net. It was kind of weird.
Foul.
All right. I feel like the Cavs have picked up, like they might be getting close to the bonus here. Like they're not in the bonus yet, but they've picked up a handful of fouls here in the backcourt even.
They're 1 or 2 Mitchell drives to the basket away from getting it.
Could be helpful.
Technical.
And a tech? I mean, he hit Strus in the face. What are you even arguing about?
Oh.
Look at this. He's literally bleeding from the nose and the lip, unless it's...
Yeah, I can't tell which one it is.
Hey, Mitchell hit another free throw. There we go. That's hilarious. Still complaining. Like, just look at his face, bro. Look at the person in front of you. He's literally leaking.
Tony Brothers might not have the best eyesight, but he saw that.
Right. All right. 6-point game. I guess it was a delay of game on Indiana. I was about to say
another foul
back there. Matherin is complaining on behalf of his teammates now.
Matherin, team advocator. It's not because he likes
Indiana get let them get like I said with the Cavs earlier. When you start getting frustrated and flustered with the officiating, you're starting to let go of the rope a little bit. So I know it's mainly just Matherin doing it, so it's not like a team widespread thing. But like when you start getting into a game with the refs, that's never good. So 6-point game.
Aren't going to call your games more favorably when you're chirping them the entire time.
Exactly. It's never helpful. I'm not saying it's going to cost them, but it's never helpful. And it's a 6-point game. So these are the tiny things that I'm looking at. I mean, yeah, he clearly hit him here. Ew.
Wow. I'm actually
his nose
surprised that caused a nosebleed, though.
Yeah.
To be honest. Oh, now he has tape on his hand? Unless he already had.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Tony, you're the doctor.
That one happened without my supervision. I didn't approve.
I wasn't in the room on that one.
They didn't consult me before wrapping up Max Strus's hand. Can't say if it was warranted or not.
Yep, Cavs are in the bonus now. Let's get it.
Yes, that could be important for the final 7 minutes of this game. They got in the bonus early. Can Donovan Mitchell give me the free throws? He's about to have 40.
No, I just
might actually have 40 now.
But
Ty Jerome. Can the walking typhoon show up? Is Ty Jerome in the building?
Missing persons report. I launched it.
Ty
Jerome's also a negative plus minus.
Jesus, man. He's 1 of 14.
The plus or minus king.
It's tough, you know. He's playing without his best friend. Be easy on the guy, you know. Oh, hold on, Okoro. Yeah, Ty's been bad. He's still in MIA. Yeah, we left. Tyami has not made the trip back to Cleveland.
I don't know.
Come on, Cavs.
I don't know why Ty Jerome's twin is playing for us right now, but the joke's over. It's not funny.
All right. Ty Jerome is back out on the floor.
Oh, my God, dude.
Lots of contact here on this. Okoro setting the screen, trying to go at Halliburton. They don't want to switch it, so they're just double teaming him. Okoro, good pass. Yep. No, don't give it to him.
I know.
Just shoot it.
Okoro. Foul.
No, out of bounds, I think. Yeah.
Oh, ice.
Jarrett Allen, not even just to make the joke about giving it to Ty Jerome, but like Jarrett actually just probably should have taken that. Had the ball in the paint. I know there was a guy in front of him.
Good defense.
Oh, let's go, Max. Let's go, Max. I say it all the time. Max Strus, he's someone you want to go to war with. He always raises the intensity in the playoffs.
I'm just so nervous every time Ty's
I'm
on
holding
ball.
my breath here. Please give us something. 1 for 9 in the quarter. Dude.
They're fighting for it though. Mitchell
Oh my
got it.
God.
No,
I'm
not
out.
Mitchell.
Dude,
Oh,
you might have to take Jerome. You might have to take Jerome off the floor. I understand why he's there, and I understand you don't have many other options. I'm not saying that Okoro and Javonte Green together is going to help, but this is actively hurting.
I don't need to, in my closing minutes, be like, is Ty Jerome going to just be reckless?
This is, I don't know what you do if you're Kenny. Who's on the floor? It's Jerome. Is Wade on the floor right now? Was he on the court?
I think it's
You might just go
Okoro,
jumbo.
Strus, Jerome,
Get Merrill in.
Allen. Yeah.
I'm closing Mitchell, Strus, Merrill, Wade, Allen. Ties off the floor. I'm sorry. I know there's like no ball handling there, but I'm trusting Don. There's 4 minutes left. Donovan Mitchell, you got to get us there. You just have to handle the ball. Max Strus handle the ball. You got to. I don't think you can close the Ty Jerome right now. We'll see what Kenny decides, but
I have a bad feeling that I think Kenny's going to stick with Jerome.
Stick with him. Yeah.
I have no reporting on that, but vibes.
I agree with you. I think that's probably what we'll see. And I will trust Kenny's vision, but if it were up to me, I think I'm closing with Mitchell, Merrill, Strus, Wade, and Allen.
What are we at right now for the time?
I think just
5 minutes left.
About 5 minutes left.
5:27. I would expect that Allen's not going to be on the floor in these minutes. They'll probably play Wade at the 5. Yeah, I agree, old kid. I think you can get some on ball for Strus. Yeah. He's a capable ball handler but that's if you're pivoting off of the Jerome.
Yeah. And at this point, I think I trust Strus handling the ball more than Jerome right now. Listen, I'll be clear. If Jerome's on the court when we come back from this, he's still capable of scoring. So I understand if Kenny sticks with him, it's because you think Jerome is going to find a way to snap out of this. And, there's more creation potential with Jerome there, but Merrill's kind of had it going offensively. I think he's been good enough on defense. I'd pivot to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to close the game with Wade out there for sure.
I would maybe close with Okoro too.
Yeah, I think you could argue Okoro deserves to be out there.
If you're not
gonna, he hasn't had any freeze frame moments in this game, he hasn't had any.
It would either be Okoro or Merrill, and I think it depends on what you want in that possession. It's maybe just rotate the two between dead balls, but
yeah, I think it's Okoro or Merrill, whichever way you want to go. I could see the vision either way. Maybe at this point you're thinking defense, if you could just slow them down, because it's been both. It's been both. Cavs offense has really slowed down. Pacers offense has been pretty steady. Cavs shooting 27% from 3. So again, 3-point shooting has been very, very bad.
There's been 20 total points
in
this fourth quarter, 7 minutes in pretty much.
Yeah.
14-6 Pacers. Cavs are shooting 27% from 3 now.
2 seconds on the inbound here. Shot clock did not reset. Looking for Strus. Got it off.
Hit the
Didn't
rim.
think it was going in.
Oh.
All right, got to get back. There's a balance. Good crash in the glass.
And Okoro. So they took off.
Yeah. Switched Merrill for Okoro from the lineup that I wanted. So let's see it. Let's close this game out. Come on, Cavs. Come on. He missed it. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go, Max Strus. Sorry for clapping right into the mic. That's probably loud. Couldn't contain it. Strus is killing it down low. Yeah, sorry if that clap was loud. Mitchell.
Good stuff.
Oh God, this is the playoff anxiety that I was dreading when it came to doing these playback streams. This is definitely the most anxious I've been for a game in the playoffs so far. That's charge.
That's crazy.
I need to see the replay. I'm bad at calling that in live.
No,
live time.
Dude, you're the ref guy.
I know.
No.
That's an offensive foul to me. I would challenge that, Kenny. It looks like that's Nembhard lowering his shoulder into him. The problem is,
They know we're
Is
playing
he
football,
illegal?
but
is he in legal guarding position when he gets hit? They're not going to challenge it, so it didn't matter. But
Kenny's
No.
holding on to that challenge like he's gonna keep it for the next one.
oh, that wasn't N1. Okay, I thought he was going to get a second free throw there. Okay, well, 5-point game.
I'm loving
Okoro
this
bringing the
Okoro on ball
up
in
the floor.
postseason.
Strus getting downhill.
He
Nothing.
got stripped
Cavs ball.
right before.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Rick doesn't want to challenge.
No.
Damn it. There's like a part of me every time that's like, use the challenge, waste the challenge. please.
Right. Same plays the last one. Last inbounds.
Nice.
Strus cuts to the hoop that time. Oh, Max Strus. Devil magic. Thank you. Max Strus with 20.
Just what we thought.
Jarrett Allen getting hunted in the switch. This is good defense from Jarrett, man.
Yeah.
Look at Okoro fighting in the paint. That might be a bucket. He fought, though.
That's
he
just
fought.
tough.
Yeah, he got sealed off by a
Height can only do
near
so
7-footer.
much.
Right. Turner's been pretty good in this game. Okoro?
If I was a Okoro, yeah.
Oh, Okoro post up.
You-
Okoro post up.
Oh,
And he drew a foul. Okay, so the bingo check box is like, it's like halfway check because he did take him to the block and try to bully him. And they had to double team him.
they had to
the
send
record
two. They
show.
knew Okoro was too yoked for that matchup.
Let the record show they had to send 2 to the ball because Okoro was about to put Halliburton in the basket. All right.
He already was in the basket. That guy was an
True.
Easter basket right there.
It was look 3 on the ball for a second, actually, and he hit the first free throw.
You should take that screen grab and then use it next time someone says Okoro doesn't have gravity. Oh yeah, check this out.
Circle all 3 of them.
1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. Rick
All
Carlisle's
right,
like,
give
damn.
me a stop. No.
No. I'd rather
Smith
give
and
up the
Nembhard.
2 of Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Like, why are we
Exactly.
doubling Turner in the paint?
Neesmith and Nembhard, you cannot leave those guys open.
This is a
Mitchell
good matchup.
trying to create something.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't say it enough. This is like a legendary Donovan Mitchell game. This is absurd. He's about to have 50. He's got what, 44 now? This
Yeah.
is it. The ease at which he is splitting those double teams, old kid, is actually absurd. And that's what you want if you're the Cavs. Make Tyrese Halliburton try to beat you at the rim. He's a good finisher, but that's what you would rather have Halliburton trying to finish over Jarrett Allen than giving up open kick out.
Back to Okoro.
Looked like he's trying to draw a foul. Ooh, I thought he carried the ball there for a second.
Probably did. They haven't called it all day.
No.
Nice.
Oh, he missed.
Lucky on that one.
Nembhard can miss. Oh my goodness.
That's tough for the historians out there.
Yeah, that might have dropped him a little bit.
He's
Might
not
not
like
be the,
on
he
the
might not be
list.
the champion anymore. Oh my God, he just jumped over Donovan Mitchell. Did he just hurdle Donovan Mitchell? Demo, I've had a pit in my stomach for like the last 48 minutes. Welcome back. I know you had the choir. Hope that was fun. Now you're watching the most tense jazz band. That's what it was.
Goal.
Now it's time for pure anxiety. That's a crazy foul from Neesmith.
Sorry I had to come down from the highest of highs, Demo.
Oh, was that Mathurin? Sorry. Oh no, I see
No,
what
it
you're
was
saying.
Nembhard.
Okay, yeah, no, I see what Okil was saying. Yeah. Woo! All right, man. Demo, I'll give you the too long didn't read. Donovan Mitchell, masterclass. Max Strus, masterclass. Jarrett Allen's been good. Okoro has been pretty decent, pretty solid. Ty Jerome's been awful.
Masterclass.
Dan Merrill's been good. Disaster class from Ty Jerome. Dean Wade, masterclass.
Yeah. Craig Porter Jr., masterclass segments
Yeah, honestly, he had a Chasedown block and a pick 6 for a dunk.
Yeah, that was
He actually
cool.
did a 360 windmill for the.
He threw it off the
dunk.
backboard.
Yeah, it was really crazy. I was like, we're only up 10, Craig. I don't know if we should do all that, but
Kenny was like, well, can't top that. And that's why you haven't seen him since.
good closeout for Max Strus. We'll live with
Big
that.
Miles
Hell
Turner
yeah,
game.
Dean. Okay. Give me another bucket, and maybe I'll start to breathe out a little bit. Oh, God. Oh.
Yep. Slithery. Oh,
whoa,
my
I don't like
God.
that attempt, Max.
Nope.
I like the drive, but it kind of felt like he was hoping there would be a foul call. No.
But he also didn't put his arms in any way of getting fouled.
That wasn't a good take from Max, and a bad foul from Mitchell. Not what you want to give up right here. Yeah. Right here, you either got to get out of the way, or if you're going to foul him, don't let him get the shot off.
Got to throw your arms over his at that point.
Yeah. Max said Tony gets to have a heart attack. Yeah, he literally could have eased my mind with a corner 3, but he said, let's see if we can make this even more stressful. Missed the free throw. Cavs got to hang on now. Officially in hang on territory.
Nembhard is just getting attacked.
Man.
Hustle.
Dude. Donovan Mitchell just completely moved him off his spot with that. That was awesome.
That was crazy. You kind of thought it was over once he got stuck at the baseline. He's like, no, I'm just going to go right through you like you're transparent.
Pure strength. I want to see a replay of that. That was a grown man move from Mitchell.
Nope. Never mind. We're just going to stare at him.
Shows the replay. 2 free throws, Donnie. 2 free throws. So they'll get Wednesday and Thursday off, Cavs LQ. I don't know what to expect from any of them, though. I have no idea when any of them will be back.
I feel like Hunter's
going to be
the
enough.
most likely of the 3.
Yeah.
I think the Cavs are going to try to push off the Garland thing for as long as they can until they really like. If they lost this game, I would probably be very sure he put.
Ooh. Oh no! Didn't need to go back up. Probably could have dribbled that back out. Could have burned a lot of clock off with that rebound. Right, Jarrett. You give up the 2.
I mean, Jarrett's in a tough spot on that one.
Yeah. Just ran him off the 3-point line.
That's what they kind of were going for in game 1. They really haven't used it a lot in game 2.
Lots of point Okoro here because they want to give Mitchell a little bit of a break. You can tell he's tired. Oh,
can try to split. Oh, Max.
Thank you, Max Strus. Thank you, Max Strus. I love you. You're the greatest. Mad Max. That's not the dagger. It's not the dagger, but it's really helpful. It's very, very helpful. Hell yeah. Is that Max Strus bobblehead?
Hell yeah.
From the Mavericks game winner? That's Madman Max. Or a miss the Max 3. It's okay. Corey just replicated it with the bobblehead. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. He was full lunge, no feet
horizontal.
Superman pose.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, the TNT broadcast has made it abundantly clear that they won't show any Cavs highlight plays.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell?
2 insane dunks. Not going to show it. Donovan Mitchell literally going straight through Nembhard. Not going to show it.
Tim Bontemps tweeted, I really don't get these Isaac Okoro minutes. Hey, man, I got to be real with you. I think Okoro's been good. And I know this is coming from the most shameless Okoro defender, but this is a game where I actually feel confident saying Okoro's been very valid. I think he's been very good defensively. And he has not cost them on offense. Like, there haven't been moments where I'm like, damn, Okoro is just a complete dud. You can't have him out on the floor. Like, he's not doing anything on offense, but he's not hurting them either. which again, like the bar is low. I'm willing to admit the bar is low. I'm not looking at Okoro as a 3-and-D prospect. I'm looking at him as someone, can you play good defense and can you just not ruin the offense? That's
what do you
done.
want from, like, who do you want the Cavs to play instead? Like, is he aware of who's available?
Good stuff from Okoro there. Again, like it obviously gave up a layup, but got ran off the 3-point line, didn't foul. You can concede the 2-pointers. That's what I meant when I say good stuff is, not understanding, all right, I ran him off the 3-point line. He beat me to the rim, but I'm not going to overreact and foul him. You can give up a layup at that point.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we just were
120.
saying about the Mitchell on Siakam thing.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So you either have to get out of the way, or if you're going to foul, make sure they can't go up and finish the shot. Aura says almost 120 without 3 key players and a note. Yeah, basically without Ty Jerome either.
Can't believe we're playing without 4 players. It's crazy.
Almost 120. What's crazy is like the most they scored in a playoffs game with JB was 118, I think. And now they're putting up 120 without like anybody out there. And that's not to be just like mean to JB. It's just it's worth looking how far this team has come. That was the first 3 in 15 minutes. Demo, it definitely felt like it. So that's not surprising. They had gone like 5 minutes without a field goal. Shit was bad. It's getting really spooky. Yuri says, "Thank you, Winter Soldier." Assuming talking about Max Strus. He does kind of look like Bucky Barnes. Can't lie, with the long hair.
You were great in Thunderbolts, Max Strus.
Still got to see it. I'm excited. I've heard good things.
I didn't see it. But now I know the spoiler because they rebranded it in theaters. That's cool.
Right, they couldn't hold off an extra week. Jeez.
Sorry, I saw Sinners first.
Right. All right, Cavs. Ty Jerome is back out on the floor, and he has the ball in his hands. He passed it.
Mitchell's open.
All right. 2 free throws.
Siakam's like, I literally just stood there.
I was wondering, like, it looked like he almost intentional fouled him with the way it was called, but I don't think Siakam was trying to foul him.
No, I don't think there was anything intentional there.
Yeah. Okay, Greg Anthony. Stealing my whole flow.
God, word for word. Bar for bar.
Are they watching the playback stream? Are they listening?
That guy has really good points. Did you know he's a doctor?
Oh, my phone's on 1%.
How is Tony supposed to live tweet about this?
Oh, it died. It died literally in my hands. I don't know if you could hear me.
Yeah,
it died in my hands as I was plugging it in. That was extremely tragic. YouTube chat. I will not be able to see you for the rest of the night. I'm sorry. But it was great. It was great while we had it. Thank you for everyone tuning in on YouTube. Really appreciate you. We're going to have a Junkyard pod a few hours after tip. We're going to be recording after Jackson does the post-game interviews. All right, let's hold on to this lead, Cavs. No threes. You can see that's how they're playing it. Just run them off the line. All right, he missed it at least. At least he missed it. Makima, I'm there with you. I'm starting to breathe. Starting to breathe a little bit. It's definitely not over.
I'm like, I can't remember off the top of my head if Siakam's a good free throw shooter.
He's a quality. He's quality. I think he's missed a couple tonight. Listen, we're officially in the territory where he missed a free throw. The reason why I'm relaxing a bit is because the Cavs would have to absolutely fuck this up to lose now. Before it was like Indiana just had to just play good and they could come back. Now the Cavs have to completely blow it to lose. Mentally stressing game 3. Yeah, well, you know what, Aura? I'm not going to go that far yet, though. I am relaxed, but I still got to see this dub first, and then we'll talk about game 3. Oh, that sucks. Oh.
Taunting?
Don't do it to me like this, guys. Don't.
I'm like, is Donovan soaking this?
Yeah, I'm like, is he hurt? Is he getting a rest? What happened? He's not holding anything in particular. So that's why I'm like, what did he hurt?
Oh, we'll show
Let's
this
see what
dunk.
even
Okay.
happened here.
I think he got like hit in the face.
Yeah. This
Picking up the
neck thing
Darius
might be a
Garland
thing.
mantle.
Yeah. Look at his neck on this.
Ugh.
Dude.
Flagrant.
Yeah, I mean they didn't box out. I will say though, that was a crazy ass. That was crazy from Neesmith to crash the glass and get that. Like that's yeah, he should have boxed him out, but that was also just a really wild play. Did they say for goaltending?
Basket interference, yeah.
Let's see. I honestly didn't even think of it. It's off. It's off.
But while you're over there, why don't you?
Yeah, did Kenny challenge it? Are they hoping for like an approximate foul afterwards for the contact to Mitchell? No, I think this isn't a coach's challenge.
No, I think this is just a league review.
Yeah. Seems pretty straightforward. That looked off to me. So,
but don't worry, Brothers is gonna really examine this. Why would they change it?
I guess they called it a goaltend on the floor, I think.
Oh.
Not entirely sure. Yeah, because the points haven't been added. So I think they called it a goaltend on the floor. It didn't really look close to me, to be honest with you. I didn't even think of it as a possibility off the live play either. I don't know why they're taking so long to look at this. Are they looking? Yeah, maybe are they looking to see the contact afterwards? I don't think so either.
I don't know. What's the contact that Donovan Mitchell got dragged?
Yeah, thank you, Tony Brothers. Couldn't tell.
Therefore, the sky is blue. Thank you, Tony.
All right, Chad, I'm no longer breathing again. 5-point game, just like that. I'm nervous all over again.
God.
Such an unfortunate landing for Mitchell. And like Neesmith definitely gave it to him a little extra. But even if he hadn't, just a completely unfortunate landing.
I'm just so confused on like the fine line of the stare downs because it seems like it's just they just pick and choose their spots to where that's a flagrant.
Mm-hmm. All right, got to get it in.
All right, call a timeout or something.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Good God. All right, well, if you're Kenny, you challenge this, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Looks like Mitchell was also hurt. And looking at it for a flagrant, I'd have to see a replay. I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
I'm worried about Mitchell right now. Oh. They're going to call that a flagrant, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Did he bump knees too?
Yep.
A little bit. They're gonna call that a flagrant. And in all honesty, it might be the right call by the rule definition. I think this is gonna be a flagrant.
I mean, it's a basketball move for sure, but
Yeah.
I think just because of they don't want the game to get out of hand too. I feel like it's to make it so the series doesn't kind of
elbow to the face. Yeah.
Thank you, Clark.
All right, here we go, man. Here we go.
Clark
still up by 5, so even a flagrant, it'd be one free throw, right? One free throw and then the ball. So you'd still, even worst case scenario, they make the free throw and hit a 3. You're still up 1.
Oh,
Tony Brothers, I would literally bow down to you right now if the camera could see me.
I would make out
Tony
with
Brothers.
Tony Brothers. If I saw you in the streets.
If I was an Indiana fan, I'd probably be pissed because I think you could have easily called that a flagrant. But Tony Brothers, thank you so much.
Tony Brothers, watch your mail. Indiana fans might be sending you anthrax.
All right, now you got to get a stop. Get a stop. In all honesty, get the stop, get the rebound. Might even be easier than inbounding the ball. So maybe they did us a favor. Oh my God, here we go.
Jarrett.
Allen versus Halliburton. Just run him off the line. That's your job. There you go. Don't foul. Okoro! Did Okoro block that? Or did that hit the bottom of the rim? I'm giving Okoro the block anyway. We're calling that a block from Okoro. Let's see.
Ow.
Yeah, that's Okoro blocking it for sure. No, that's Jarrett. Good stuff, Jarrett. Good stuff,
I'm no
Jarrett.
expert, but I think Okoro blocked that.
No three. No three. No three. That's fine. That's fine.
Yep.
Get the ball in bounds now. Sam. Where's
Jarrett?
Mitchell? Timeout. Oh, that's the last one. All right. Here we go. Yeah. All you got to do is get the ball in, hit one free throw, and then get a stop without fouling.
Yep. This is not the time for this music. I can't hear Outcast right now.
We need something tense. All right, I'm not ready to let them know. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This game could have been like the last minute of this game could have been stress-free. Cavs up 7 with like 30 seconds left. You know, like it could have been over by now. We could have been talking about game 3. Instead, I'm still nervous as hell. Got to make it interesting.
Is it okay to say I'm not having a good time?
I am anxious.
Sports is supposed to be my release.
Holding it together without me. Let me see if I can pull up the pop-out chat, see what you guys are saying on my Mac. Oh, I might not be able to get it up in time. I'm not going to miss this play. Oh, my AirPod just died.
Tony, you got to charge your equipment.
Here's the thing. I took Apollo on a walk right before and I had my AirPods in and I was like, I bet this is going to drain them. It's not going to last the entire stream, but it's what it is. Does it echo? Can you guys hear an echo?
Not really, no.
Okay, then we'll. That was a horrible pass.
Who was inbounding?
I think Strus. You should foul. Screw it. We're cowards. Foul up 3. Foul. Okay, let him go. Let him go. That's crazy.
And we don't have a timeout, so we can't challenge.
That's a bad. I think that's a bad call. That Strus inbound pass was literally so bad. I thought they were showing a replay of like Indiana inbounding the ball in the first half because like I thought that was a Pacers player inbounding it to them.
I didn't know we were giving fouls for them pushing us off.
Right.
That was the only contact. Was Halliburton pushing off Mitchell?
Here we go. 2-point game. Can't give up anything now. Yeah, that's awful. Awful. Horrible loss. Absolute heartbreaker. Couldn't have been worse. Couldn't have been a worse loss than that. Luckiest team ever. Man. Couldn't get the rebound here. Step back 3 over Ty Jerome. Absolute dagger. That's
the guy who hasn't
that's good
been
defense,
shooting
in all honesty.
All game pretty much.
Man.
With the big ball celebration.
That's up there most heartbreaking playoff loss, I think, for the Cavs. That's up there. I'd have a hard time off the top of my head thinking of many more worse heartbreaking losses there. Up by 7 with 30 seconds left.
Yep.
Turn it over twice on the inbounds. Well, one time is the Mitchell offensive foul. The other one, the Strus turnover. Yeah. Amen. What can I say? That's an absolutely heartbreaking way to lose. Cavs overall played a great game. Couldn't close it out. Just didn't close it out. Down 0-2. Yeah, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. That shot right there very well could be the defining shot of the Cavs season right there.
If the Cavs have any chance of winning this series, they have to win the next two in Indiana and then make it a best of 3 and then just go from there. Then you have the home court again. So technically it's still in your, yeah. I mean, I don't foresee a situation in which the Cavs win 4 straight, but you have to win 4 of the next 5.
It's not looking good. I'll say that right now, and that's not even me overreacting to a heartbreaking loss or anything. Oh, sorry, I took my camera away. I meant to take the stream.
That's all right.
off.
You can cry in private.
No, yeah, look, man, it's tough. It's tough. The road back is going to be very difficult, if not impossible. Series ain't over yet, but the fact that we're so injured makes it hard to see a way forward. That Strus inbounds pass was horrible. I'd like to see a replay to see what the hell he thought he was doing there, but yeah, they blew it at the end. It's about all I could say. I gotta process everything else. Unfortunately, I don't even think there's really much to say other than the Cavs played a great game and let it go in the last 30 seconds.
They got outscored in the fourth, 36-21.
Yeah, unbelievable shot from Halliburton. I wish I could see the YouTube chat. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick. Although we're going to hop off in a second. I got to somehow type the grades. Chat.
I have to write winners and losers. Me, loser.
I can't think of many more heartbreaking playoff losses for the Cavs than that. I'm struggling to even think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah, in recent memory, I mean, I feel like the whole Knicks series just felt like heartbreak after the other, but this is like in a one snapshot, like within seconds, it was over.
I'd say the only other one that I can think of is the Derrick Rose game winner in 2015. But even then, you felt fine coming back with LeBron. That shot the series might be done off that shot right there. So it's tough. It's tough right there. How do you let him shoot a 3? Yeah, Ty Jerome, it's tough because it was a 2-point game, so you couldn't just run him off the line. I think Ty Jerome played pretty decent defense. Obviously, you don't want to give up a 3, but you also couldn't just simply run him off the line because it was a 2-point game. So this would be a wasted season. Listen, the season's not over yet. The Cavs, they are still, if they can even get a little bit healthy, they have a chance, but it's very difficult to see them winning this series now. I'd probably pivot my pick to Indiana in 6. Definitely not winning 4 straight. I would not predict 4 straight at all. You got to win these 2 in Indiana. Hopefully you can win 3 in a row with another one in Cleveland, game 5 in Cleveland. Losing Indiana, recover game 7. But the problem is I don't even know when they're going to get any of these 3 back. That's the problem. I don't know if we're getting Hunter, Garland, or Mobley back and actually, effective in this series.
Yeah. There's too many question marks going around it. That was kind of like the Mitchell statement game. So, I mean, you could say, yes, maybe Ty Jerome performs to the level that we expect in the next game, but you can't just Mitchell. It's unfair to be like, oh, so pencil in Mitchell for 40 for all these games without everyone else, because there were good performances all around too.
Yeah.
I mean,
they had great stuff from.
They got 22 points from Allen. They got 23 points from Strus, 14 points from Merrill. Like, considering how thin the depth chart really became, like all of the necessary players outside of Jerome really played well. And even those who didn't necessarily score high numbers too, like Dean Wade and Okoro, both played well too for long stretches. So kind of felt like this was the game to kind of pull out for the Cavs, and they just couldn't execute late.
Yeah, no, I think I agree 100%. This was the game where basically everything went right. I know they didn't shoot the three ball very well. I know Ty Jerome played bad, but you had so many huge performances, not to mention like literally an incredible, unbelievable, heroic performance from Donovan Mitchell. And you didn't even get a chance to close the game out with free throws because you turned it over twice in the final seconds. Yeah, man, it's like I said, this might be the most heartbreaking loss in my this. I would actually say pretty confidently this is the most heartbreaking loss in my personal Cavs fandom. I can't think of a loss that's worse.
I think game 1 of 2018 against the Warriors was pretty rough, but
that hurt, but it also like I'm not going to take anything away, but it felt like we still didn't have a chance.
There was more ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. This feels like more definitive, like statement made type stuff.
In a season where we felt like legitimately had a chance to go to the finals, maybe even win a championship. And the series not over, but now it goes from, all right, you have a really good chance of winning this series to now you need an all-time historic comeback to win this series.
Yeah. Which could happen, but the next 2 games against Indiana are so high stakes.
Yeah.
It's not ideal.
Not ideal is definitely the way to say it, man. Look, we're gonna head out now because I gotta do these grades. And I don't even know how the hell I'm gonna type them. And then we gotta me and Jackson are gonna record a pod. Oh yeah, that J.R. Smith dribbling out the clock was also devastating because it was like you just didn't even give yourself a chance to win. Man, this was a rough game. I'm about to do the grades. Corey's going to do the winners and losers. Check out Fear the Sword if you want any of that content. We're going to do the Junkyard Pod in a few hours here. Thank you to everyone on Playback and YouTube for tuning in. Sorry that it ended that way. That was rough, but hey, you know what? Game 3 on Friday. We'll be back streaming, so make sure you're following or subscribing.